Yo, welcome.
Why are you talking? Why the camera's on me? Why are you yelling?
I thought I bring us in every Sunday.
No. We stopped that. People have complained. What? They said we're tuning in, we're excited, then we see a goblin with a mustache, and they get rattled. They don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to church. It is Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. PantelisComedy.com, Patreon.com/Pantelis. Sign up to get exclusive content. We're giving away all kinds of, what do we have? We're mailing them out this week. We got stickers, holographic stickers, and keychains and shit.
Yeah, keychains.
A lot of these patrons are going to be getting.
Condoms.
We got stuff. Condoms. One that says retard on it. Watch Intellectuals this week to figure out what's going on. Patreon.com/Pantelis. I got Poseidon here with me as usual, and special guest, the man running the Third Floor Comedy Club over on the third floor at Stogie's on Crescent. It's Josh Shapiro.
Ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Or as Poseidon referred to you on his show, Ben Shapiro.
I did?
Yeah.
I probably did a mistake, like one of those slip of the mind.
You called him Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I did.
Bro, the other night, Peter Bowen brought Oren up as Josh Shapiro and brought me up as Orange Shapiro.
It happens.
At least everyone's doing their part right now. They're trying to bring up the Jews. I appreciate you bringing out a Jew in this hectic week for us.
Dude, I did
My
it.
people need it.
I did it even though I'm tight with the homies like Kanye and Kyrie.
Your boy Nick Fuentes.
I don't know. I thought that was a Mexican guy. Is he Mexican? His name is Fuentes.
What happened with Fuentes?
There's definitely
Apparently he doesn't like Jews.
descent. He doesn't like anyone.
anyone.
All this rhetoric is
That's what I heard. Here's the thing. Now I don't know what to believe, what's real, what's not, because I was shocked already with what I saw from Kanye.
Yeah, that's not
on Alex Jones. It was hilarious.
He made Alex Jones uncomfortable.
But every
that was
Jew
legendary.
that I know that I speak to, I'm like, you're offended? They're all like, nah, bro, we don't care. So I have no idea.
It's like, I'm going to be honest with you, like the Jew, like being a Jew and not being a white person was kind of running out, dude. But then Kanye just re-upped it for us. Dude, we're a fucking minority again, brother.
That's so funny.
Dude, I'm getting booked more than ever right now, dude.
They pushed me. I used to be I used to be different. I used to be ethnic, and now I'm just a white dude.
Yeah.
I'm in the white camp.
And that's what was happening to us. And Kanye he saw it, dude. Kanye knew. He was like, the Jews are being held down, and I got to fucking bring them up, man.
He took one for the team. He pulled
Kanye always helps the Jews, bro. They say a lot about him. Jew lover. That's what I say.
He keeps saying they run things, but maybe he runs things with them.
Who do we got? We got Richard Kish, Joctopus Prime, Odell, son of a bitch. Jess is in the chat, Marc Bouchard, Jorge Rosales, Amelie's here, Mark Chabot, Spectral. What is that? Spectral Goat Lord. That's a great name. Banjo Kazooie. We got people in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Sorry I didn't post everywhere that we're going live. I was busy. I was doing another podcast. Gapes is here. Mademoiselle Mew, welcome.
Oh, Gapes.
We were doing another podcast. We were guests on someone else's show, so I didn't have a lot of time. I was running around all day. I didn't have a lot of time to post everywhere. So the patrons got it, but I think Instagram, I just posted right now, so it's going to take a while for people to realize that we're here. But we're here.
See.
It's Sunday, and we started a new show this week. Last week was the first, I guess, episode.
First
edition of Comfort Zone.
Yes, it was, dude. And goddamn, it was a fucking addition.
People liked it. Can you explain to the viewers at home what Comfort Zone at the Third Floor Comedy Club on Crescent Street, third floor of Stogie Cigar Lounge is?
Comfort Zone is basically a show where comedians are attempting to do what they do on a regular basis, but this time with obstacles in their way.
Yeah.
This week, we had a couple things. We had some guys getting waxed while they were doing their sets. We had people eat some insanely spicy shit while doing their sets. We had someone get heckled while they're trying to do their sets.
All available on this very channel, Comfort Zone. It live streams every Wednesday. So if you can't make it out live, which you should, it's so much funner live.
Yo.
But you can watch it.
The feeling in the room is something special. You can't recreate that.
You can't recreate it online, no.
But if you can't be there watching the live stream, it's just as funny.
Yeah, and this week we're going to start adding this in the description, links to who's there, so you can follow these comics if you like them. I think it's good, some exposure for people.
Yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fun.
I mean, and let us know who you like, and we'll get them on more,
Yeah.
Some people are made for this type of thing.
On our
Discord
Discord
this week.
We saw on our Discord, on the Pantelis Comedy Discord, there's a new channel that was created by Helsan and Emily called Comfort Zone.
Yeah.
You can go there and put suggestions. Keep your suggestions realistic in the sense that stuff we would actually do. Now, water guns, all that, we won't because there's so much electrical equipment. We can't just fuck up the whole show. But anything that we could do, because we're willing to go, and these comics, he got messages from many comics that said, okay, I'll put a dildo in my ass and go do comedy. He's like, I never asked you to do that. That's just you.
You see, hold on. I put it out in the universe on In Bed, bro, and I'm getting exactly what I want, bro.
Yeah, so that's just
How about y'all dudes with dildos in
Yeah,
there?
Am I allowed to do that? You know what my issue is? There's no way for us to know the dildos in their ass, dude.
Yeah,
that's my issue.
No, there's a way.
There's a way. Poseidon could check.
Yeah, dude. That's it. We're gonna get them to sign the release
Not
form.
a full dildo though, just
The
one of those
Poseidon
vibrators.
prostate check.
Yeah, there's women that want to come do sets while they're vibrating, but I
for
guess
real?
we control it.
Oh shit!
But
I
does
was
that
just joking
shit
about
really
that.
work?
That's weird.
Dude, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get weird. We're gonna fucking find some bits that are not as good as some others. We're gonna find some that are funny, and people watching will let us know what they like to see most. And fucking that's what we'll do most.
And it's a fun place. We're creating quite the scene at the Third Floor Comedy Club. I was there last night, full. It was packed. We had a great night. The comedians were funny. The people that came out were having a good time. One of the people was his ex-vice principal.
She was trying to fuck him, dude. My ex-vice principal was trying to fucking...
How do you know?
She started yelling while you were on stage. She was like, I'm single.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Dude, it was crazy. You fucking killed, bro. It was amazing.
It was. I was nice to her. She was nice because I noticed that because they were all the teachers on the right, and I noticed that they weren't given a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so when I went in, since I was going up last, I said my strategy is I got to win them over first.
Yeah.
So I spoke to them, and as soon as they got on board, everyone else was comfortable, so the whole crowd got on board, and it was just a fun night.
Yeah, it really was.
I went over my time. I apologize, but no one seemed to notice or care.
Everyone had a great fucking time, and shout out to Michelle Forrester for putting that show together. Fucking every Saturday, it was fucking. I'm
gonna see her this week, I think, or next week. She's gonna do a set for me too at the Bordel.
Hell yeah, dude! Yeah. Coming back to town, fucking. I'm sure she'll be everywhere while she's in town. You know, she's missing Montreal right now.
Yeah, well, where was she?
She moved to Toronto. She's doing a master's degree in Toronto, but apparently, just the scene in Toronto is not very welcoming. If that makes sense.
She's not the first person to say that, but I know Toronto comics like. Whatever, we'll talk with her, but we'll try to connect her with the Toronto comics I know to ease her in. Because if you don't know anyone, it's always a little weird. Even here, too, we're kind of welcoming, but there's some circles, because, you know, all the comics have their cliques. Yeah. There's some circles that are very closed. There's some circles that, well, you don't want to go into most of those, but there's some that are very, weird with you.
And I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with the third floor. I want the third floor to be a place where everybody is got down to come. You know what I mean?
So far, it's welcome.
Dude, everybody gets along. Everybody
tall, short, retard, doesn't matter, bro. You get in there. You tell your jokes.
I had a lot of fun producing Comfort Zone, and from time to time, I'm there on Sunday doing the open mic, saying insane shit.
Just opening mics.
Yeah, dude. Just scaring whatever host is hosting. Hattie was hosting 2 weeks ago. Poseidon comes in. Hattie goes, please, no rape jokes. Please, man.
And he's like, bro, what do you think? And then he goes up, he's like, you're rapeable. Oh, goddamn.
So actually, okay, I got to bring something up that happened on In Bed, and I want to know what you think. Okay.
That episode is public, I think, at the end of this week, so people will get to watch it. Yeah.
Okay, sick. So, I mean, I don't want to reveal too much if the episode's not out yet, but basically it came up that I'm very sorry, I forgot your co-host name.
Alex.
Well, co-host. Well, like somebody that participates in the podcast.
He's your co-host, you piece of
guy.
garbage.
He doesn't respect nobody, bro. So I meet Alex.
I hope he shows up next week and stabs you.
Yeah. He probably would, dude, based on the vibe that I got from him. You know?
The shit I yell at him on Call of Duty. Anyway, sorry.
Bro, he's one cold away from going postal. Alex is one phone call from the daycare saying your kid has another cold. Just going postal and killing everyone.
Well, bro, that's actually like a nightmare. Like to have kids and have them get sick and fucking have to just
Phil's
stop
doing the same thing.
everything.
Phil keeps getting sick. Yeah, his kids keep bringing in illnesses from the schools, and that's what all parents are going through now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, after fucking everybody's getting sick now. It's crazy. But anyway, so I don't know. I meet Alex, you know, I don't know him very well, but he seems like a Sigma to me.
Yeah.
Which is, he just doesn't give a fuck about what anybody else is doing. He's doing his thing, which is something I like, you know? Yeah. And then, you know, I don't say anything to Poseidon about him, but he goes, so what am I, bro? Am I an alpha?
You asked for it right there. You asked for it.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I asked.
And I don't want to answer the question, but come on, dude. Beta Poseidon is in the house.
It was 100% a fucking alley-oop to you.
Yeah, but you know the other thing is, so he was pissed about it, right? But then
I wasn't actually
we didn't know what. Yeah, he was, because then he brought up on another. I think he brought up on In Bed last week. On Pantelis Live last week. Yeah. And so we looked it up. And you were correct, because we had a notion of what beta means, so we thought it was like this super negative thing. And then when he brought it up, he was like, and then I was like, oh, fuck that son of a bitch. Like, it had beta and delta. He had delta vibes, delta and beta vibes. You could go through. I think he fits more in delta, because I know the catalyst that made him in, because Delta part of it is like you need a catalyst that turns you into that. Like you were morphed into it. You could have been Alpha, Sigma, whatever, but that's what morphed into it. So I feel like he fits more in that. But the beta stuff that I said wasn't bad. It wasn't like what you hear in society. Like
But I told him simply,
I was like, you're
not
kind
a
of
cuck.
a beta in. No, you're not. It's
You're
not a cuck.
not
It's not a cuck.
You're
I'll
just
stab
not-
you in the
like,
fucking neck.
He's willing to let someone take control if he trusts that
100%.
person, and that's all I
Yeah,
say.
if I trust, yeah.
But the way they make it seem when you say beta, it doesn't
course.
seem like that. The way you
Yeah.
make it's like he wants to get fucked or whatever.
Yeah,
So that's why he
dude.
reacted the way he did. Because when we read it, because I was like, you might be. I don't think you're a beta. And
Yeah.
then he read it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be weird, bro. You're a beta. And then him for the first time, I was like, yeah, I kind of see. I kind of well, this definition.
I'm the type of person that I'm very easygoing. I'm very go with the flow. And from what I understand, that's what beta is.
By the way, Jorge dropped $2 in the super chat, and he said, "Didn't we agree that Poseidon is a feta male?"
Fucking guy, bro. But I had a lot of fun. We were on it for like 35 minutes. I took him places, and what I love about Josh is that you can take him places. Like not for dinner,
can't take
not,
him to
not,
the mosque.
not romantically.
Don't take me to Kanye's house.
No, but I mean, like when you're shooting the shit on a podcast and you're just saying crazy shit and nonsense, he'll go with you along for the ride.
Okay, can I take you somewhere?
Take me anywhere you want.
I
bro.
wanted to take it today, but it turned out the podcast we did was a fake podcast. So I'm going to bring it up here. I found out a lot of stuff, and I think I'm going to talk about them on stage too.
Okay.
First, Mussolini. You guys are aware of Mussolini?
Yes,
Cool
of
guy,
course.
yeah.
Super leftist in Italy back in the day.
Really, that's what it is.
Yeah, authoritarian. Yeah, he was part of the communists, the people's thing, and then he's like, real communism. I'm in charge. So
Great with train scheduling.
great with train scheduling. Most of the Nazis very good with trains. So what he did, he used to have a thing because he had political opponents.
Yeah.
You know how he would discredit them?
How?
He would kidnap them, fill them up, make them eat a lot of laxatives, and then film them and take pictures of them shitting their pants. And he's like, now you're an embarrassment. So then now he had photos of them shitting their pants after getting beat up because he forced them to take laxatives. So since you before you were Gino Della, now you're just Gino shit pants. So they wouldn't take you serious. That's how he would discredit his rivals. He would give them laxatives and take pictures of them shitting their pants.
I mean, that's a pretty good method, to be
That's
honest.
a good move
dude.
for a communist,
very
bro. I
good
don't
move.
like communists, but that's a good fucking move, bro.
It works pretty well. Nobody wants anyone to see them shit their pants, dude.
Yeah,
Unless it's me.
And it's like one of the nicer things you could do.
So we
That's
used,
true,
me and
eh?
Mike on 2 Drink Minimum, the first Glutton Fest, we basically used Mussolini's strategy.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You stole the words right out of my mouth, bro.
Dude, I gotta see this video of you
I'm
shitting
just not
your
in
pants,
politics.
dude.
It's on the 2 Drink
online.
Minimum channel.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
go
type in Glutton Fest. There's like
Glutton Fest.
11,000 views on it.
Yeah.
Many people have seen the shit. And then I have another one to bring up. Another thing I found out last night. This is super cool. So there was a woman called Dorothy Louise Eady, Eady, in London, England, in the 1920s. This is a real story. 3 years old, falls down the stairs and dies. So the mom calls the doctor. Doctor comes out, he's like, fuck, your 3-year-old is dead, bitch. So goes back, has to get the death certificate. Comes back, the mom's hysterical. They're doing the death certificate shit, and they hear noise coming from upstairs. So they go back up, bro. In the kid's room, the kid's playing like everything's normal. So the doctor's looking at it, they say, oh, this bitch was dead.
Yeah.
He goes, checks her, whatever, nothing wrong with her. The girl's going normal. The mom's like, what the fuck? Is this a miracle? The doctor's like, I don't think miracles are real, you know? And then she developed a couple of things. One of them was that whole foreign language syndrome. She started talking in a foreign language and started having an accent that she never had. Parents are like, whatever, we have a weirdo, but at least she's alive. Then the girl started to have nightmares. And all her nightmares, all her dreams, she would see what she said was where she's really from, her real family, her real country. And she would talk about grass and pillars and bigger buildings in a different time and all that. And she was always telling her parents, she's like, please, can you please just let me go home? Why you keep me here? Let me go home. Parents like, what the fuck, bro? This girl's losing her goddamn mind. So because she kept asking, they brought her. This is a young girl now. Eh? They bring her to a museum. And it was the Egypt exhibits. And there's these giant fucking statues of those old Egyptians. She walks in, bro. The girl starts losing her shit. She jumps to one of the statues, starts kissing its feet, and starts yelling at everyone. You have no respect. Bow down when you're in front of the gods. No, listen, what the fuck are you people doing? So she's like, what the fuck? The parents like, what's wrong with this little bitch, you know? She started going crazy. She knew all the names. And she's like, you guys have no fucking respect for the gods. None of these are my people. So they started looking at like stuff on the walls and she's like, these are my people. That's where I'm from. These are my people. And she had a whole story. She had a whole history in her head. I forgot what her name was. But basically she was, her mom had died in Egypt, let's say, and her father couldn't take care of her, so gave her to like what the nuns were at the time, like that, like a religious order, and she had a choice. Either When you're 18, you vow celibacy, you're a virgin and you stay with us, or you go out in the world and be yourself. She chose to become one of those priestesses, but she had an affair with one of the pharaohs. And she got pregnant. And when they found out, they go, look, you're going to get tried and they're going to kill you. This is too much of a shame for the pharaoh. So just so you know what's going to happen. So while she was pregnant, she said, fuck it. She killed herself. That's what she remembered. That was the last thing she remembered. So now she grew up, became an Egyptologist, went to Egypt. When she got to Cairo, apparently she fell on her knees, started kissing the ground, saying, I'm fucking back home finally. Like, this is crazy shit. She married an Egyptian, and she was too Egyptian for him, and the family hated her because she was too, she's like, that's not Egyptian. You guys are fucking fake Egyptians. Because, shit changes, right? It's like,
of course, they're modern Egyptians, and she's fucking from the 1400s, bro.
Yeah, and she changed her name. She changed her name to what it should have been, what it was back then. And her kid, she had a boy. She named, I think the kid Seti. She named the kid after the pharaoh that she had an affair with.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Crazy shit, bro, this woman.
This is wacky.
Now, this whole thing, I'm like, fuck. Because you'd think, okay, she knocked herself on the head. She's going to have weird nightmares. But she knew about places that she had never been. She knew histories that she never learned. She was a kid. There's all kinds of weirdness involved in this. And yeah, you can look it up online. Like, I even looked her up on Wikipedia and shit. Crazy, eh?
Yeah, that's wild.
She became an Egyptologist. Yeah,
you can't explain.
And she's
that.
alive right now.
This was in the 20s. She's probably dead now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She this happened in the 20s, so she must have died in like the 60s or 80s or some shit. She might still be alive. I don't want to.
Yeah.
But she's very old if she's alive.
Either that or she's just very good at pranks.
From a child.
Committed to the bit.
Yeah.
Just
As a kid.
I mean, I'm not gonna
As a
lie,
kid,
dude. Imagining a 7-year-old in like a museum yelling at everyone like, "You have no fucking respect." Is hilarious.
It's so cool.
It is funny. Actually, that's something you would do as a 7-year-old.
Yeah, I would do shit. Yeah, you have no respect for the gods.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing. I'm kind of an idiot, but like I just believe things could be possible with a lot of things.
That's where I'm sitting.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I wasn't there. It's such a strange scenario, but it's so cool to think about. Like, what is it? Are we restarting? Is it always like the same few souls that are everywhere at the same time? Like you're multiple people, you just don't know it. Like it's kind of like the same control mechanism, the soul that controls everything.
That's you know what? That's a much better outlook. The way I saw it was like there's like a bunch of people who are real people, and then like so many people who are just NPCs.
It could be that.
But that's a problem I have in life, that I just consider people NPCs sometimes because there's so many people that are just.
Some people are very NPC-ish.
If you look at some people, the way they go about their business, you're like, oh, that's weird behavior.
That's NPC activity.
Yeah, exactly. And then like every time when there's someone who I consider an
NPC is non-playable character for people who don't know what we're talking about. Like in video games, you have these characters that are just there and they'll talk to you and they'll just say the same thing over and over. Like they're there to fill the world to make it seem livable, but they're not really thinking for themselves like you are. That's what, when you say NPC, it just means someone who's just repeats stuff, going with the flow. Like you don't feel like they're real.
Yeah.
But anytime I talk to one of those people, dude, they start talking, and it's like maybe I'm wrong and they're a real person, or maybe the video game's just getting better, dude.
They're 100% a real person. You know what it is? It's people get caught in their own
the sauce.
Not the sauce. They get caught in their own routines and everything, and
it's easy to fall into.
They're just being. They're not living. They're just being. They're just there. You know what I mean? And they're kind of going through the motions of life. That's NPC behavior, but they're not. I don't believe they're actual NPCs.
Bro, you ever just be
to be or not to be,
like Ryan Reynolds in Free Guy. Yeah. Let me switch to the live chat so I don't miss anything.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think it is. Just people going through the motion. I've caught myself going through the motions.
But that girl, this woman, how fucked up is that cool story?
That's wild.
I mean,
shit,
that's
bro.
crazy. I gotta watch something on this and see like fucking all the shit. But I mean, dude, it's too bad she's not around now. Fucking,
yeah, we could have interviewed her.
Did you hear about the guy who said he was Jesus, that people believe he's Jesus in
Siberia?
Israel?
Oh, yeah.
In Israel, no. I saw a guy in Siberia. I saw a guy in Israel, a Jew. The Jewish Messiah is back.
The Messiah, not Jesus.
But he's dressed like Abraham Lincoln, like the rest of the Hasids. He's dressed like them. But they think, but you know why? I even told him, because they're like, oh, he can read. Yeah, because they're super Hasids. They're all these inbred dudes that can't think. And they're like, this guy could speak. He's from God. It's like, no, bro, stop fucking your sister. And then you won't have this fucking problem.
Is it the same guy that broke the bread in the video that Alex sent us?
Yeah. It's like, come on, guys. Don't overdo it. He's like, this guy can read at the 5th grade level. Yeah? He's 17. It's miraculous. No, bro. You're inbred. Give me a regular Israeli who does crazy shit. Then maybe I'll buy it. But people in small communities that are like closed off, you're not special if you're the only one that can read, bro. Yeah. What's special is that we're allowing people that can't read to just keep fucking reproducing. That's the special
they're just
part.
running around with their fucking hats on.
But it is cool though that they believe. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That they're like, this is our guy. Like they have faith in this guy. It makes them feel good. I kind of enjoy that.
But it's also like, I feel like there's kind of a sense in the world right now, like shit's fucking ending soon. You know,
Yeah.
I know that's always there, but like when that happens, you need to cling on to anything, right? So like, all right, it's time. The Messiah's here, dude.
But are you religious, you?
No, I believe in something. I'm agnostic.
But we
I
don't,
believe
yeah.
in-
When did you lose your religion?
I never had religion to start.
Even when you were young, you never bought into it?
I never really, but I always found myself like talking to God or whatever.
Yeah.
And like,
But you never bought into the system.
No,
Okay.
never
Yeah.
once. And also because I think it's because my dad was very like against religion. He went to like Jewish school when he was a kid and whatever. And like he doesn't believe in any sort of God whatsoever. But for me, just like as a kid, like subconsciously, I would just talk to
Everyone does that.
God.
Yeah.
And sometimes the things that I would ask for would happen,
Yeah.
which is like, you know,
That's the problem.
coincidence.
You Jews get everything. That's the problem. That's why Kanye is upset.
Listen, dude. Kanye's connection with Jesus isn't as strong as us, dude. It's kind of crazy, man. But like, okay, Kanye's clearly mentally ill.
Dude,
There's
so
nothing other
someone
than that.
said that to me on
And I have a
Twitter.
question
They
for
got
you,
mad,
actually.
but I've been saying it for a month. I've said it on stage, and I've said it on many podcasts. I know 100% that this is a problem with the lithium that he took because he's acting. Are you okay? Are you getting waters? He's acting the same way. Guido, that's why I want to do a Pantelis podcast with Guido and talk to him about his opinion on all this. Because Guido Grasso, when they put him on lithium and when they took him off, was acting the same way and saying the same stuff, except all the stuff that Kanye's saying about the Jews, Guido was saying about me, about his family, that
Okay.
we're the same paranoid shit. So Guido even sees it in him. And Guido told me last time we recorded a few days ago, and he goes, "Thank you for bringing that up," he goes, to me, because I didn't realize that he was on lithium. And he is reminding me of me. He's acting the way I was acting. It fucks up your head. And look at Britney Spears, who they kept her on drugs for years.
Yeah.
She's still not okay.
Yeah.
She's still off. You see
I
there's
don't
something.
think she'll ever be okay.
Because it fucks up your brain. But the other thing, I had Dion Owen. The podcast is on Patreon, but it comes out for everyone tomorrow. He brought up something interesting about that. The lobby, the pharmaceutical lobby is so strong. It's not easy for the media to come out and be like, we got to maybe calm down. We can't just put people on drugs all the time because then if they're already fucked up, they're going to be super wacky.
Yeah.
They can't say that. There's so much money and they're always advertising shit.
This is the type of shit that's gonna come out hundreds of years later.
Well, that's what it
Well,
is.
not
It's
hundreds,
like
not
with,
hundreds, but yeah.
it's like with oxycodone. All this shit came out many, many years later once it was already fucking done, you know? So we all know what's happening behind the scenes, but it only comes out after.
Yeah, and then Tom Cruise, who I made fun of a lot because of the Scientology shit, he got one thing right. He said years ago we're over medicating kids, but they all ridiculed him because he was jumping on couches and he was being weird and he believes in that stupid wacky Scientology shit.
Yeah.
So we're throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know?
Well, I mean, that's usually what happens. Same thing with Alex Jones. 10% of what he says is legit, and then he says a bunch of crazy shit to get views, and people disregard the 10%, you know?
Yeah.
He was too busy with Kanye to talk about the fucking Twitter files. You
Yeah.
know? It screwed him over.
Oh yeah, the Twitter files, dude. The Twitter files came out, and
Twitter
because of Kanye's appearance on Alex Jones, we're not looking at the Twitter files the way we should because Kanye's outbursts on Alex Jones were so funny that we're all focused on that, the ridiculousness of that.
What's the Twitter files?
So Elon, it wasn't Elon, it was Matt Taibbi, who I have his book. Dude, Matt Taibbi's a fucking, he's a real journalist. This guy fucking goes out like he calls it. Yeah.
Well, so he got all the information from Elon and the back end of Twitter and everything and all the old emails and shit.
You want to explain like the emails that we're talking about is Twitter internal emails that they were receiving from political parties, from well-known actors, asking them to do stuff on Twitter to control certain narratives. Stuff that we've said was conspiracy theories, we were told. Stuff that's illegal. They influence
shit.
elections. You know how they're saying the Russians are influencing? Nah, it wasn't the Russians.
Yeah.
And then basically the way, when it came out, what was said was that like both parties did it. It was the Democrats and Republicans.
What I've been saying
But
all along.
The thing is that there's just more Democrats that work at Twitter, and they're just gonna. So that's why there's more people on the left.
Like it's overwhelming the amount of difference, but they both try to do it.
And
It's just
they
that
both did it
one is like
successfully.
a dump truck of influence.
Okay.
But it would be things like, look at this tweet, might need to remove. Like, like just very like subtle emails, like look at this person, might be going a little too far.
Yeah.
And then they just remove those people.
That's
Or
how they
like-
got rid of the Hunter Biden laptop story, where they told people because it was too big of a thing. You know, like first of all, his father's involvement in the Ukraine and in China before he became president, a lot of fuckery, the hooker shit and all that. So they were making it seem like it was fake news, right? Remember, they were flagging you and saying it's not, even though they knew it was real.
Yeah.
But they were told not. But that's crazy. You're doing what you said Elon Musk would do if he took over Twitter. You were already doing that. You were controlling that. You were feeding fake news out there. When people were putting real news, you were calling it fake so you could dissuade people. And they got away with it until now, until this shit came out. But because of the Alex Jones interview with Kanye West, everyone's talking about that. And that's not a real. Who cares about Kanye being crazy?
That's what it is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
New conspiracy alert. Kanye knew all this shit. He's in cahoots with someone.
I was just thinking about that. We're both retarded.
Yeah.
That's the easy
He's not
way
in
to go.
cahoots, but of course he knew. Everyone with half a brain knew that something was off.
Yeah.
I brought it up with the Hunter Biden laptop story when I was like, but this is the Times. Like, this was verified.
Well, so also-
why are they saying it's fake news?
Robert, Kanye was involved with the Kardashians and very deep in their life, and he saw their connections to the Clintons and everything. So it did definitely scare him because he's too much of a loose cannon for them to fully tell him everything, but he sees it all going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And then I gotta say also the catalyst of everything is him walking in on Chris Paul fucking Kim Kardashian.
Dude, can we talk about that?
Yes, that's what derailed him.
The
Completely.
last tweet he did before Elon said, "You've gone too far," is he posted a picture of Chris Paul and said, "By the way, last thing I'm going to say, last window I'm breaking, this guy, I caught this guy with Kim." Now, why that's a big news story is because Chris Paul's been married to the same woman for 11 years.
Yeah.
So the best is the guy on Twitter. He wrote, "Oh shit," because he never won an NBA championship. So he goes, "Oh shit, Chris Paul's about to lose the only ring he's got."
That's
It's such a good tweet.
But I mean, there's all kinds of shit about that, and it's we all know that the really rich people keep their fucking private sex lives private, you know?
But I figured something out. That means Drake knew about this. Remember when Drake was shooting with Kanye? Bro, there was a video when Drake was talking shit and was posting photos, and him and all his boys were all in variations of Chris Paul jerseys. But we only realize now.
Yes.
We only realize now that Drake was fucking with him 3 degrees down. Drake's like, I'm not gonna make it public. We all know that she got fucked by him. But now that I'm feuding with you know what I'm trying to say with this. So all the photos were him and his homies and Chris Paul, and no one thought about it twice because no one knew.
Yeah.
But it was
Do you think
direct.
he banged Kim as well?
That's the rumor. It's never been confirmed.
I think he fucked
He
it.
hinted at it at songs, but he could have been doing it, they say, just to piss off Kanye because they were. But
Yes.
Kiki was supposed to be about her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
And there was another song where he was talking about turning, he was basically giving the address of where the house is.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I heard
Well,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
so then, but do you know why Drake was fucking with Kanye? Kanye started it all, bro.
because Kanye gave Pusha T that information about Drake's kid at the beginning when Drake hadn't.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
Well,
I
so
remember
there was all
Pusha T
these
came out with the
rap
track
feuds.
and started saying your fucking kid in France, Adonis, that kid. It was
Yeah.
Kanye that gave him the info. Kanye ratted him.
Well, so Kanye reached out to Drake and was like, Drake, your next album's coming out. I want to help you produce some of these songs. And then he went and he met with Drake and he was like, Drake, the one thing I need from you is full transparency. I need to know when the album's coming out. I need to know what songs are on it. I need to know everything. So Drake was like, you know what? Fine, let's do this. Kanye showed him some beats. Drake picked the beats he liked. And then what Kanye did was he told all of these artists, release your album the day before, day after, just to fuck with Drake's numbers.
Why though?
But then the final straw was the second all the album dates were released and Drake knew it was coming, Kanye released the song with the beat that he offered Drake. And I don't know if you remember when Kanye released that Poopity Scoop song. It made no sense.
No.
He released a song and it was just him saying poopity scoop, scoopity poop, and just nonsense on a beat.
Yeah.
And nobody understood why he would release this. And it was just
To
fuck
ridicule
with
the
Drake.
next song, because then when Drake comes out, it's like, why is he singing over some poopity scoop song?
Well, no, then he didn't give him the beat. Drake just
yeah, that's
fucking,
petty.
dude, insane, dude. Just to bring him a goal, because he tried to break him. And then.
But why though? Because I know the Pusha T thing too. I know that he gave Pusha T the info.
Exactly. So
Kanye
then he
tried
gave
to
him the
break
info.
Drake.
But why?
Pusha
Why
T
was he
the
fucking
first album
with Drake so hard?
Because Drake surpassed him.
Oh, that's
Drake surpassed Kanye as,
Ego.
and we all have
bro.
different opinions.
When Poseidon, the day I found out that he weighed more than me, I wasn't jealous. I was a little angry at him. I said, "Yo, come down to my level," but I wasn't jealous.
Have you always been a big guy?
Yes.
Okay. And me too.
I have a question for you.
Wait, no, I don't want to lose this.
yeah,
This is a good
sorry.
moment.
Okay, so basically after that, that's where Kanye's Jew hating started because he tried to break this Jew Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake is a Jew.
And Drake just fucked him up,
I
dude.
forgot.
Drake fucked him up, bro.
Drake is responsible.
Bro, Drake is probably watching Alex Jones and he's like, I did this.
Yeah.
No, literally, dude.
Drake
I
did do this.
He's probably looking at it proud, bro. He's like, yes.
By the way, Drake, same age as me, big Raptors fan.
Yeah.
Drake's gotta make his way to one of my podcasts.
Bro, and he does the gambling stuff that I was doing now too.
We fit right in with him. He's gonna come here,
100%
gamble for the weekend, and just fucking chill.
And do a podcast.
Yeah, do a couple.
Oh, he tried to break Drake, and Drake broke him.
Yeah. It's
God
crazy, dude. But that's what people do.
And then
They try and break people, and most people get broken the way Kanye got broken now. And there's no
And then
coming
he
back.
broke Kim's back.
And then I saw Drake's interview explaining, because they go, well, why were you hiding your kid and this and that? And his explanation, in his field and his notoriety, it makes perfect sense. You heard what Drake
But he
said?
says it in the song.
Drake said, look, in the beginning, I'm going to be honest, I didn't think it was my kid. And he goes, and you see why. The blue eyes, the way the kid looks. He goes, I didn't think. So he goes, I had to do a DNA test. So we sent to bro, and he goes, would you believe that they call us? They go, we lost the stuff there, the DNA.
Ain't no
shit.
way.
That's
so
crazy.
So he's like, what the fuck? So I couldn't say anything yet, he goes. And then we checked, it was 3 different companies we went to after to do that whole process, and it's confirmed it's 100% my kid, he goes. But in that meanwhile, all that shit's going on, he drops that track and makes it look like, Drake's like, fuck, I don't care about my kids or whatever,
Yeah.
he goes. So he goes, but that's the reason he goes, because on it, he goes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I was getting fucked with. He goes, especially when I saw him, I was like, this bitch is fucking with me.
Well, I mean, and that's a huge thing that in any
And it was a porn
rich,
star.
with any rich people, it's,
Yeah.
she was a porn star?
100%.
I had no idea.
A French porn star, actually. And he even says in one of the songs, another reason I think is he even says it in one of the songs, he goes, I wasn't trying to hide my kid from the world, I was trying to hide the world from my kid.
Yeah, but that's just, forget the poetry. I'm talking, he said the actual, the timing thing, this fucking kid. The guy says the reason, and he's like, I also believe.
And then, so one also,
I'm one of those teachers
Yeah.
in poetry class or whatever. Like, what is the artist?
I'm
mean
looking
by-
deep into, what does he mean,
the
N-words
sky
in
is-
Paris? I think what he's trying to say is it's dark there. It's dark.
dude,
What?
when I started smoking weed, every single piece of content I saw, I was like, no, what are they really trying to say?
That's why I can't
here,
smoke
dude?
weed.
It's
Also, no one
fucking-
will sell it to him.
dude.
Everyone thinks I'm a cop.
So then, okay, and then that's definitely why Drake started putting hot sauce in his
Yo.
condoms.
Yeah, I heard about the hot sauce condom thing.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's
It's
a
not a bad
legendary
move.
move.
Yeah, everyone's like, yo, legendary. Poseidon was the only one that's like, bro, delicious. What this guy fucking 2 steps ahead.
Yo,
This
some
fucking
semen
guy.
with spices,
Yeah.
bro. Sign me the fuck up, bro.
Like, I'll even take just the semen.
Hey, it does sound like a 5-star meal, to be honest.
A knife
Spicy
and
semen.
fork.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
So I get him. I get a lot of stuff Drake does, but goddamn, I like that Drake did shit. I like the Chris Paul jersey thing.
Yeah.
Because that was literally, I have a beef with you. I'm gonna do this not for everyone on the planet. This is just for you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
gonna bug
Yes,
you.
exactly.
He didn't overtly go out and be like, this guy fucked his wife.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nah, bro, I got you. That's crazy.
And I mean, that'll drive someone crazy. Seeing that, like, that'll really fucking push you off the edge.
Yeah. Gary says, if you want Drake on your podcast, we're on the same media control secret committee. I can ask him.
What the fuck does that even
You're
mean?
not supposed to fucking talk
You're
about
not supposed
that,
to
Gary.
talk about that, Gary. Fuck.
Gary's
gotta go
done,
kill
bro.
him.
Some of these, Gary's a Jew that's gonna blow up your Jew spots.
Fucking loose lips on this guy.
Loose lips. Fucking loose lips G. That's what they call him.
I'm just picturing myself, bro, like frying pan, oil, condom in the frying pan, flipping it.
You're a disgusting human
Fucking
being.
dreaming
My
right now,
brain.
dude.
This is why I can't smoke weed. My brain.
It's not the only reason, man.
How's
My
your eye,
brain
bro?
doesn't exist.
Better. It's shrinking. You see, it's diminishing.
I'm
What?
sorry, it's just
My
the
eye is
funniest thing.
shrinking?
It's the you having the fucking cyst in your eye is one of the funniest things.
No, it's gone, but it's still healing. It's still healing, so it's a little bit swollen, but the swollenness is going down. The
swelling
the swelling
will subside.
Yeah.
The swollenness will be go down.
Okay, so I've been with my girlfriend now for 10 years. Okay,
Brag.
The other night I was at the bar drinking with a comedian, and this chick walked in, and the comedian saw me, looking at the chick,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Hey, you like freckles too? I like those freckles." And I was like, "Dude, I'm just looking at those pimples on her back. I want to pop right now."
She had pimples on her back.
Like that's just that's just how my fucking mind works.
But
dude.
she
I
had
love-
huge pimples.
Yeah, and a bunch of pimples on her back. I love pimple popping.
What a
My whole
disgusting
TikTok is
broad.
pimple popping
Oh,
videos.
bro.
Oh, you disgust me,
Bro, I love it. Like that's why,
Me,
like
it's
if I
ingrown
had
nails.
that's gross.
Ingrown nails.
You like ingrown nails?
I like watching ingrown nails being removed. I swear to God, I'm
Fuck
not
both
making
you
this
people.
up.
I don't like that. I only like
I'm
it on
not making
cows.
this up. Look, it's completely
They
disgusting.
scrape the cow hooves.
Hold
I
on.
love it.
Oh, I
bro.
like
I
when
like
they
that
when
too.
they
I love
clean the
that shit
hooves
too.
of the horses.
But I swear to God,
Nice,
for
dude.
ingrown nails, because I've had an ingrown nail once. I swear to God, bro.
I don't fully understand what it is, and I don't want to. It sounds painful.
It's basically a nail that grows in
sounds
from
painful.
your from
I
your
know,
toe.
it
from,
sounds painful.
Anyways, it's very painful, and I swear to God, when they remove it for the person, I feel that relief. I swear to God.
And then I come.
Yeah, that's why he watches so much porn. He's like, at least someone's getting laid. It's a team sport, buddy.
You told me last time I saw you that you're a porn addict.
I don't think anymore.
But
But then,
during
like-
the pandemic for a small period of time.
Okay. But like, was it actually fucking with you? Like, were you like jerking off? Like you were out
was
for
sup-
dinner and you were like jerking off in the
I was
bathroom?
supposed. It was fucking with me in the sense of like I had to get my shit together and work, but I was just at home masturbating. That's it.
Where is the weirdest place you've ever jerked off?
The bathroom's over here.
Actually,
No, weirder than here. I think this is the or Telus bathrooms. One of the bathrooms
well,
has to be the weirdest.
there were these very private bathrooms, and I realized after a while they were very private. I'm like, oh, and I was there, and I'm like, oh, I could jerk
Is that
off
the
here.
weirdest? Is the bathrooms?
I think that's the weirdest. Yeah.
I mean, that's it's not that bad.
It's not as weird as I expected. Weirdest. It is weird. Like
Yeah.
at work, like I gotta sell some
Yeah.
phones, but before that, let me jack off. That is odd. That's what turns you on.
Because
But
if
it's not the weirdest. Like
I
don't
jerked
know,
off in the Adriatic Sea. I
not- you're
had
in-
no choice. I'm in there.
You always have a choice
I'm
to not jerk
12-year-old
off.
Hold on.
I'm 12 years old and I'm in Italy and everybody's ass is out. Everybody's ass is out. And I get
Oh,
hard
dude.
while I'm in the water.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I can't just walk out. Like, it won't go down, bro. I'm 12 years old. It's fucking, bro. It's like this fucking table. It will not go down.
By
So
the
I
way-
swim out all the way out to like, there was like it would get really deep and then get shallow again.
Oh, yeah.
And I just went there and jerked off into the sunset.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're insane.
One of my first erections ever is my aunt's tits when I was in Greece. I swear to God.
You should have kept that one to yourself.
Joanna's in the chat. She's like, I just logged in, and you guys are like, "Where's the weirdest place you jerked off?" Like, gentlemen and scholars.
And then he's like,
Yeah.
you should have kept that to yourself.
Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was young, like, I wanted to like have sex different places. You know, that novelty
Yeah.
wears off. You
Yeah.
know,
Very fast
But, like,
sex.
like my girlfriend like blew me on a roof or something a few times, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of cold up here. You know,
Yeah.
it's just not. I don't like.
The films, they over, I guess, romanticize
Yeah.
a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's all just novelty. You know what I mean?
That's all it is.
The sexual novelty, like when you're young, is just not what it is. You know, you want to try all these random things. You want to just do it to do it. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
And then you do it to do it, and you're like, I don't. What am I doing?
And then you realize you're vanilla as shit and you're just like laying there.
Yeah.
Well, that's mostly you, but that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Hey, can you move a bit? No, babe, I'm vanilla. You should have married a chocolate. You got a vanilla.
I'll go fuck yourself. I have a question for you. Are you still going to continue to listen to Kanye West?
Yeah, bro. I'm playing it more than ever right now
Yeah.
to prove a point, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't care, bro.
Crazy,
funny.
dude.
You know who's
It's good
offended?
music.
You know who really gets offended? Oh, this hurts my sensibilities. Imbeciles.
Yeah.
Somebody had brought this up, and I was like, "Fuck, they're right." They had an article about it. He goes, "We've devalued actual intellectuals, and we keep putting emphasis on who's offended, as if that's a badge of honor, and that's some kind of it is a measure of IQ, but it means the more offended you get by stuff that you could turn off, the dumber you are." Because these are things that don't, bro. If Kanye
you're
was
right.
out there, he's like, "These fucking Greeks, I hate these fucking Greeks," or whatever. You know what I could do? Not watch Kanye.
Click. Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
I,
point, yeah.
and I start freaking out, I was like, yeah, because you're mental. That's why
Yeah.
just turn it off. You know how
Only-
many there's so much stupid shit online, I bet if I would look into it,
Yeah.
could possibly bother me. You could find something, I'd be like, oh, that's fucked up. So I don't seek it out because I'm
Yeah.
not an imbecile.
Yeah, I mean, even
Yeah.
fucking the Alex Jones, bro. Alex Jones is deplatformed to the max. You have
Yeah.
to try to
watch
find
him.
those
Yeah,
videos,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
To
yeah,
put in
yeah.
effort to go find it deep on the internet.
And I saw a woman, someone's like, she's doing God's work. My journalist, she watched the whole 3 hours and she clipped all these things. Like, bro, you're just a narc.
Yeah,
That woman is a narc.
it's
She
just like-
went behind the paywall to watch a show she hates, to get clips she hates. Bro, you're a narc.
But it's not just stupid behavior. That's lunatic behavior.
That's lunatic behavior.
That is lunatic. Imagine being such a fucking insane person, going on his own website behind a paywall, and then, like, that's insane.
But you know what? You know what the one thing is with the
has this
Kanye
much
stuff
time?
is that, like, I think that people are very like vocal about it, so that it doesn't end up just being a few weirdos that watch it and all talk together. And
now
like
everyone's
it.
watching it.
You know,
and now you're gonna have
exactly.
people who are like, I've been saying that for years,
Exactly.
Kanye.
That's the issue, and it's just like making it uncomfortable for those people. You know, they're like, nobody likes Kanye. I can't get fucking brought into it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Alex Jones. I don't think
Alex Jones was so uncomfortable. Alex Jones kept saying, he's like, look, I can't agree with you there. I hate these Nazis. He's like, I fucking hate Nazis.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, some of these Nazis are cool. He's like, I can't. Nazis suck, bro. He's
The
like,
best was
because he
Alex-
can't. You
Alex
know.
Jones goes, they're trying to call me a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. You see, and Kanye goes, I'm a Nazi. It's crazy, dude.
It's like a sketch. This is Chappelle wrote this, and they're all acting it out.
Literally, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's absurd.
See, he goes.
I saw a meme that made me die of laughter. It said that, so you know the Puppet Master meme? It showed Kanye West, the Jews, and then the banks, and then the media, and then everything. Basically,
Kanye West on top. Well, right now he's orchestrating everything.
He is, yeah.
I love the Netanyahu thing, bro. I couldn't believe it. Like, you're watching it, and like, this isn't real life.
Oh, that's insane.
It's not real life.
The voices,
The voices and the net and the yoo-hoo. I was like, this isn't real. This isn't real life. This can't be happening. I can't be seeing this. This seems so fake and hilarious.
I mean, okay, and then another thing he said, Vivith mentioned this to me, crazy point. Kanye has also been saying anybody who consumes pornography is a pedophile. Kanye is an admitted porn addict.
Yeah. Listen, bro. All I'm gonna say is someone a few moments ago on this very podcast talked about his addiction to porn, and all I'm gonna say is, Poseidon, you are hereby canceled. Pack up your bags, get that little hard drive that you don't let us look at, and get the fuck out of here.
Dude, did you see that new show, fucking Inside Job?
No, it's a cartoon.
Holy shit, no. There is a cartoon called Inside Job, but then there's another one. It's a 4-episode show with Stanley Tucci. Crazy. Basically, it's just, I'll ruin the idea of the show. It's a fucking priest who has a guy working at the church, and he comes up to him and he's like, my mom is coming. She's going to search through my room. Can you please take my porn? And the priest goes, yeah, I'll take your porn. And he goes and it's on a stick, and he fucking takes it out of his pocket when he gets home. And then somebody needs to use a memory stick, so they grab the memory stick, they put it in the computer, they see it's all child porn. Bro, it's crazy. So then they think it's the guy's kid. Anyways, great fucking show.
So it's not
Nightmare
the priest's
situation.
fault.
Oh, shit.
No, it's not the priest's fault. But
For the
just
first,
the way it
for
works
the one time,
the one good priest.
the one that you get sprayed, bro.
But I mean, it's crazy. It's like that's what people will airdrop child porn onto people's like computers and shit. Just
I
to,
heard about
ruin
shit like
them,
that.
you know?
I don't have AirDrop. I got
shit.
myself a Pixel.
You said that, and it made me never want to get an
Yeah. And Chris Ramsey,
Apple.
when we were in New York, he's like, bro, I'm going to win you over. You're going to switch to Apple.
That's what he just wants to airdrop child porn on our phones.
I think
Now I know his magical trick. He's like, abracadabra, you're going to jail.
We're on to you, buddy.
Fucking Ramsey, bro.
Fucking guy.
I love him, but he's trying to sabotage my career.
bro. That's some sneaky wizardry shit.
I mean, hey, when I was in high school, you know, I was in high school in the age of fucking cell phones, you know, and sending
How old are
naked
you?
pictures. 25.
Fucking
Sending
child.
naked pictures was just like a regular thing, you know. It became very popular, you know. We didn't know that it was child porn even for us.
Oh, at the time, yeah, because that's your age group.
Yeah, I'm 13.
Oh, yeah, I never
she's
thought
13.
about that.
but
I
it's
grew
still,
up right, like we had cell phones, but us, it was like you could play Snake on it,
Yeah,
the picture.
yeah,
No one's
exactly.
sending pictures. They weren't good enough to send pictures of themselves.
Exactly.
So I didn't get to live that.
Well,
Yeah,
to be
'cause
fair,
by
the
the
first
time-
one I got, it was on a tiny, tiny phone that you had to like slide up. I couldn't even see her tits, but I knew they were there, and it was enough, you know.
That's funny.
I actually fucked me up, dude. I go to high school, first day of high school, and there's this girl sitting in front of me, bro. She's so hot, just for me in high school, you know.
Yeah.
And she passes a note back to me because I had an Italy bracelet on. She's like, "Are you Italian?" And I was like, "Yeah." And
She must have
I'm
been
Jewish
so
too.
disappointed.
And she goes, "Oh, you're Jewish? Are you circumcised?" And I'm like, "Is this high school, dude?" But she just ended up being just a damaged person, and I thought they were all gonna be like that, you know,
That was just one.
bro. And then I ended up getting kicked out of school because I fingered her in class.
You couldn't find another place to do that,
Bro,
bro.
math class was boring. Okay.
But was it regular desks or was it the long ones?
Regular desks.
Oh, of course
and
you're
it
gonna
was,
get caught,
and it
bro.
was no, I didn't get caught. It was that everybody knew when they started talking about it. So they called us into the
how did
office.
everyone
you
know?
Because, bro, okay, this is how it happened. Our French teacher was
How did everyone know? Guess.
our French teacher paid attention to nothing we were doing. Okay, so we get into class. It's like after gym class, and she's texting me, and she's like, "Oh, I got so horny in gym," you know. And I'm like, "What do I do?" You know. And then she goes, "I'm coming to sit next to you, and you're gonna finger me." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm gonna finger her.
You're getting bullied,
I'm
bro.
gonna do it, dude. And she came.
You got molested.
And like, and bro, people are coming from the back of the class to look at us in the front of the class. The teacher's just sitting on her desk, like reading a magazine, you know?
That's a good teacher.
Bro, crazy. I don't know, like,
Could you imagine explaining that when they're doing the quarterly review with teachers? Oh, I think I did a good job. I mean, people were fingering each other while you were in the class. You were reading a magagazine.
and it was like, did she see it? And she
It
just didn't want
wasn't
to make
Fingering
things
Kids Monthly.
uncomfortable, you know?
I wasn't reading Fingering Kids Monthly. It was unrelated. It was unrelated.
But sometimes people just don't want to talk about it. Like my great grandmother walked in on me getting a blowjob. I don't think she told anybody in the family.
Yeah.
Good, bro. tight lips, doesn't fuck around.
The
doesn't
older
say that shit.
generation, they knew, but they just then like, yeah, whatever. What do you want to do? You know?
But what are you gonna do? You can go advertise it everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
How's that gonna help her kid?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Josh, you were a Lowy sexually harassed. Cancel her. Low-key said, yeah, that. Oh, we were talking about it before. Yeah, so that. If you would be an asshole because you participated, you could be like, she's sexually harassed me. But you were down. You were into
No,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wasn't the one initiating it, but I'm not going to say no. I was, I was fucking. And then I went, I went up to my
told me
buddy and I
no
put
and
my
I still
fingers in his
continued.
face, dude.
Yeah, besides, like, you told me no, I still continue. Yeah, that is, that's a crime.
It is.
That's actually illegal in this country. In most Western nations, that's illegal.
Most of the countries.
Yeah, it's in most other countries.
Most.
Illegal.
Most.
Illegal.
Emphasis
So
on most.
actually, is it true that if people that live in North America go to a country to like do some crazy shit, they can get arrested here? Like if you go fuck kids in another country and come back here,
If they find out, yeah, you could.
that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's
it's a good
pretty
thing.
good.
You could. The thing is, it depends on what country you go.
Okay.
Depending on what country you go, some won't call you out on it. Some, like, there's such shit countries that you can get away with anything. Like, they take advantage of their people.
Cuba's
so a
bad
lot
for
of
this.
so a lot of people, they like Western world, they're like sex tourists, they call them.
Yes, exactly.
They'll go to where the local population abuses their own people. So they'll go to
Yeah.
bang young kids in Cuba. They'll go to bang young kids in Thailand. They'll go to like all these different fucking places around the world. And there was a joke about it. They say, like, if you know a businessman who just has a lot of trips, he keeps going to Thailand or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking little boys.
100%.
Yeah.
Why else are you going there?
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're fucking adults there, but maybe you're
No,
getting
there's
weird
other
with them.
places to bang adults,
But
bro.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So there's a lot of sex tourism. There's a lot of same thing with slavery, bro. People don't mention, like, the slaves were all like sold. Like, people didn't go with nets to catch black guys in Africa. It was local populations that were selling them.
yeah?
Yeah. It's despicable, bro.
That's wild.
Imagine your own
Yeah.
neighbor who was like higher than you in the food chains, like, come here, bro. Like, fucking captures you and sells you to fucking Europeans.
Yeah, locks you up. Yeah.
Are you-
I saw something.
I
that
want to get
there's-
revenge. If I was me, bro, I'd want to get all the revenge ever. I'd go there
100%.
and burn them all down.
100%. I
Bro, you sold me to fucking Europeans, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a human being, bro. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. Apparently,
something.
there's more. Like, okay, not in comparison to the population. Population's a lot bigger now, so it's like there's less in comparison, but there's more slaves now than ever.
Yes. Different slavery,
heard
but
about that.
there's actual slaves like they used to be. Like, Libya has become the slave capital of Africa ever since Gaddafi fell. That's become the slave cap. They sell human beings. There's videos, bro. People in chains, bro. People in
videos
chains.
of this?
There's videos of this. There's videos of this.
I
Yeah,
don't know about
people
the
in
videos.
chains being sold. It became the slave capital, bro. Hillary Clinton is the worst thing to happen to children, humanity, in our fucking lifetime.
Fuck.
Bro, Haiti too. She fucked them over. Like,
Yeah, I heard
bad
Haiti.
people, bro. Bad fucking people that we bow down to. Bad fucking people.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
we don't.
I mean,
bow down.
even like fucking. I heard Hattie tells me about Dubai and like the Middle
Dubai,
East.
same
and
thing, bro.
everything.
They take your passport.
Yeah, exactly.
You're Indian, you're Sri Lankan, you're anything from that region, like Southeast Asia, bro. You go to work, you do more than regular work, bro.
You
They
never
take
leave.
you never leave.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no, you're gonna pay off your debt. You're gonna come back, and then you die building stadiums in Qatar.
Exactly.
They fucking build over you.
yeah, no,
They don't care.
legit.
Yeah, they're
fucking
fucking
crazy.
They have
scumbags.
mob tactics.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. Is you don't you deal with whatever because there's nobody to talk to.
There's no one talking to you, and you're like, I'm gonna do the best I can, send some money back for my family,
Yeah.
and then you're basically the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very sad.
A lot of fuckery. And
There's
the
a lot
media's
of-
not going to tell you. The media's going to tell you, Kanye West is saying crazy shit.
Exactly.
But it doesn't affect anyone. No one's dying over that. But people that are actually dying, you can't talk about it.
No,
Same thing with that
exactly.
Pierce Morgan fucking cocksucker. Instead, he's like, oh, why are you guys talking shit? He goes, Europeans, white people, we've done so much bad. We have to wait another 3,000 years, and then we could talk about them. It's like, that's not, then you never, that's crazy. That's like, I don't know, you're at the comedy show, someone raped someone, like, stop complaining, bro. People have been getting raped for years. Wait a 3,000 years. No, you stop. There's a crime, you stop it. That's how society moves forward. You can't be like, well, you were committing crimes. No, you have to stop it when you catch it.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse.
So
or
they-
else it's going to keep happening.
They have a new term in universities called positive discrimination or positive racism, which is fucked up. Basically,
Fucking universities have
because
become so
UQAM set out, or no, sorry, it was a university in Laval, Université Laval, I think. They set out they put out a job application, and it said white men not allowed to apply, or if you do apply, it won't
For the
be
record,
considered.
that's racist.
That's 100% racist. And people were arguing in the comments of like, yo, this is fucking racist. And like, yeah, but it's positive racism.
There's no such thing as positive
discrimination.
racism.
Which is a slippery slope. Because
It's not it's racism.
It's 100% racism.
You can't put another adjective in front of racism is racism.
I agree with you 100%. But when you take something negative like that and you add positive in front of it, that means you can take other negative stuff. And
okay,
add positive.
if you go by actual numbers on the planet,
Yeah.
the most successful people based on population, you could choose. There's Indians and there's Chinese.
Yeah.
By that logic,
It's true actually because
I could start I could start saying like, look, Chinese need not apply. I don't want to help these guys. They're already rich. Indians need not apply. You know what that would be? That would be racist.
Well, you know they did in Washington State. I think they did that.
Bro,
from
Harvard did that to Asians.
Asians
Harvard,
are not minorities anymore.
Harvard did that to Asians. The Asians were scoring too high to get into Harvard. So what they said was, okay, now for Asians, it was harder to get in. So we get less Asians.
but that
But
doesn't
it's
make
like your
any
criteria
sense.
used to be you get the best of the best.
Yeah, that's
now you're not
wild.
getting the best of the best because they're Asian. That's racism.
Yeah, 100%.
Let the Jews control the media. Let the Chinese get into schools, bro. Come on.
Let everybody who excels, if you
Exactly.
excel in something, let them excel. Don't try to stunt them.
Yeah.
Let them excel, bro. I don't like that shit.
And I mean, like, also, like, if you look at like the Asia, bro,
Yeah.
China's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, China were like the whites of Asia.
Yeah.
And fucked with everyone else. I don't know, like fully in depth. I know
Japan's done that.
Japan
They all
did some
everyone
shit
does
too.
it. Everyone does it. The only way
Exactly.
you fix it is you address that it's happening, and then you move forward. You don't let it happen again. You don't do the other racism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
But there were actually people defending it and calling it positive. Like that to me was
so,
insane.
so now let's say women they couldn't vote, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't vote. They're part of the population. They're part of. It's a man and a woman, right? They should be allowed to vote, right?
Yeah.
How you move forward is women are allowed to vote. They have the same rights as men, and then you move forward. Not all right now for 50 years you guys don't have any rights, and then
Exactly.
you're just gonna be. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid, but it's low IQ people that are reactionary, that don't think about tomorrow. They think about right now. I feel you can't do this, and they fuck everything up.
Yeah.
That's not how you progress. It's false.
The best is those man on the street videos where they interview these dumb fucking bitches, bro. And just like, okay, so since is there equality between men and women? Like, no, men are on everything. Okay, so what do men have more than women? And they go, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Like,
Yeah, but that's reactionary. They just hear
exactly.
I mean,
Man, run
people
the-
just want to make change, and it's like you're not gonna change the fucking 80-year-old guy who's a fucking sexist racist.
Forget the 80-year-old
What
guy.
you're gonna
Just
do?
change it. Let's
We're
say
gonna
you,
move on, and then the new generations will come in and fucking just, everyone's equal.
for example, let's say comedy. They're like, oh, there's not enough women comedians. Okay, are you a woman? Are you funny? Yeah, then do comedy.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
force someone off the street. I can't put people that are not comics. Let's say on my shows. I can't put. There's always women on my shows, but it's not on purpose. I actually got mad at someone who, anyways, hey, I want to congratulate you. You have every week I've noticed it's a very diverse lineup, and I got so mad. I go, it's not a diverse lineup. They're all the same.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I never thought about it for 1 second. The fact that you thought about it makes me angry. Because I literally just put, okay, who's funny? Who wants to go up?
Yeah.
It's a coincidence that they're all diverse and there's women. It's all, the fact that you notice it that way makes me angry. It made me mad. I go, don't look at it that way. Don't fucking break people up like that. That is a black. That is a white. That is
That's
a Greek.
what it
That is
is.
You're racist. Don't do that. These are comics. You're coming to see a fucking comedy show.
100%.
The second you start subdividing, bro, you're being fucking racist and you
Yes.
think you're being progressive. Don't see it that way. I never saw it that way. And because I don't see it that way, every week it's fucking diverse. But I never think about it. It's diverse to you. To me, it's not diverse. To me, it's all comics, bro.
Exactly. The thing is you can get a white guy and a black guy that are saying the exact same things. Look at diversity amongst of what people are saying on that show. What's coming out of the comedian's mouth. That there's a different range of subjects they're talking about, styles of comedy.
Yeah.
Like that's what should be looked at in diversity and comedy. And
100%.
getting a show that has
I want
everything.
different ideas.
Exactly.
So what's good about like what people told me because it's mostly bilingual French people that come to shows, and French people, Quebec. Well, I should say French will differentiate. Quebecois. Quebecois are lovers of art, bro.
Yep.
And when I say art, everything, whether it's painting, music, comedy, they devour this shit. Okay, they understand what it is. So they like most of the comments that I get that I love is thank you for bringing these people here. I get different viewpoints I never thought of, different outlooks, different type of comedy that I don't get in French, and they love it because they're not like, it's different. I'm not. It's the opposite. They're like, this is different. I want to see where is he coming from? Where is she coming from? What's her fucking story? They love that shit.
yeah.
But if I was thinking, I need to have a woman, I need to have this, I would never have any. It would all the sets would be weird.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what? I'll be honest. That your show at Bordel is the only show where this has happened. Maybe because I fucking suck, but I think it's just a different outlook from audience. Somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man, really glad that I know who you are now, and I can look out for things that you're doing."
How good is that?
No English person is coming to a show.
No.
I don't know what it is about it, but they come to shows and they're almost like,
Yeah.
When I'm talking to English
It's the
people about a
culture.
show, they go, "Who's on the show?" It's like, you're not going to know anybody that's on the show. And if you only go to shows that you want to see people who are on Netflix, you're not going to get to know
Every day
anybody.
in your city. Yeah.
It's the culture. It's the culture is different.
Yeah, 100%.
They want to see if you're good or not. Even if you're the French, even if you're not that good yet, they still want to see you evolve.
Yeah,
they
and
want
if
to
they
cherish
see
you.
that, sometimes they'll say stuff like that. They'll be like, "It wasn't his best set or her best set, but I see something there," which I never heard that anywhere else, but on the French scene.
Exactly.
They're very passionate about cultural things, arts. Very, very passionate. And
seems
you
like-
have to, if you're here, you have to take advantage that you live in a place where you have these nerds of comedy, nerds. You should take it and learn a bit, bro. Learn a bit so you could do it in French or do it in English, so that you can take advantage of such a glorious thing that other cities would die to have.
For sure.
And a lot of people don't. Like, nah, I'm gonna stay in okay, I'll stay there.
100%. And it's like a different. It's like you have to prove your innocence, or you have to prove that someone's guilty.
Yeah.
The French people come in believing everyone's funny and everyone's talented.
Yeah.
You have to prove them wrong. English people come in expecting everyone to suck, and you have
Yeah.
to prove them wrong.
It's
But our
basi-
city is weird. I think
Yeah.
because the city is built that way. It's a very tense city.
Yeah.
Not just. I think you know what I think it is. There's a lot of ego involved. I think if the person isn't 100% better than them,
Well, better than them. I mean, they're
better
audience
than them
members.
in life. I mean, you know
or
what I mean?
okay, maybe better.
If
better
they're not
than what
hyper
they're
successful in comedy, they're gonna be like, oh, well, "This guy thinks it's better." Like about jokes, it's kind of like I think it's
maybe.
I think it's an ego thing.
I think
it's-
that comes with, like, they see something on Netflix and they want to go see a comedy show live, and they're expecting to see what they saw
but
on
that's
Netflix, and they're
such
looking
a
for that.
stupid way.
And
of-
also, Netflix is manufactured.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
it's 1,000 people. It's fucking 4K cameras. You're seeing the best versions of each joke because it's normally
Yeah.
two to four recordings, and you cut them. It's
Exactly.
not.
Just
but
for
the
laughs
best.
too, bro. They add laugh tracks on the fucking Just for Laughs recordings.
Yeah, that look. I've talked about it with people there. They've added. There's a couple specials that even when they add the laugh tracks, it doesn't help. But that's their problem for sometimes booking people who are not funny just because they have to fill out a quota. That's another problem with quotas. It's
crazy.
So quotas, and I'm not going to name names because I like some of these people. It's not their fault. But some people's careers got derailed, and I don't know if they've noticed it yet, because of quotas.
Yes.
Because they've been pushed when they were not good enough. They were still too young, but they had the spark. Like,
Yeah.
I seen something like, oh, she's gonna be fucking awesome. She's gonna.
but
be
they
this.
were ready.
They put so imagine you film a special now and it's not right, it's not good, but they push you everywhere because you fit Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox. So you fit a box, right? Now, people who are like excited, like, oh, this person you'd never think. This person is I don't know, a Buddhist. Used to be a monk. Now turned. It could be anything. You go watch them and you're like, they
Not that
suck.
good. Yeah.
Now all people, and then your confidence, you're like, but I thought I was good. And then you go to crowds that are not papered, and they don't like you. And now you're not. Is it me? You start second guessing. It fucks you up. Comedy is very complicated.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as it takes years for you to become comfortable in your own skin, find your voice, and get into it and grow. And they push some people, and then you see even with the laugh tracks, you're like, okay, that's a fake laugh. This doesn't work. That's not a funny joke. But they don't tell them it's not a funny joke. They're like, push them through. We need experts. We don't have enough Jews. We don't have enough this. We don't have enough this. But it's the worst thing you could do to comics. But they don't care. It's a business.
But okay, I gotta say, from the comics' point of view, you gotta take any opportunity you get.
Of course.
But it's counterproductive for them taking that opportunity.
But if the
too early.
comedian knows, like I even had, but sometimes it's not even film. Sometimes it's not something that'll ruin your career. Sometimes it's like just getting a spot early. Like I had Joanna on, and we were talking about her and Raj. They were talking about they got early like opportunities just for laughs, and people were mad at them. I said, let them be fucking mad at you. Why the fuck would you ever say no? You take every
Exactly.
advantage.
100%.
But the fact that they were self-aware enough to be like, we know it's early.
Yeah.
Means that they're going to be good in their career.
Exactly.
Because even if you have a shitty night, you won't let it get to you. And even if you know, you're like, okay, I understand that I'm punching over my weight class. I'll get there someday. Like me, I had some opportunities I didn't deserve yet, and I worked into it because I knew I got to work myself into this, right? Because you're self-aware. But a lot of them aren't because it's so early and you pushed them so hard.
Yes.
If
And
they think
anyone getting into comedy is kind of a narcissist somewhere.
Well,
So-
you have to want to do well for yourself.
Exactly.
If you don't want to do well, then you're in the wrong business. But you can't get into. You have to want to see yourself get better and become big at something, or else it won't work. But you have to have self-awareness. So they have some. Bro, I talk like. We brought them up now because these are two people that told me this year, but it didn't affect their careers negatively. Them because they weren't. It's not like their sets were taped and they went there and then they were. Everybody found them funny. I found out about them from Richard. He was telling me he's a French comic, and he was Richard Zephyr. He's the one who told me you gotta. I saw these girls; they're fucking good. And then I spoke to them that night, and they're not the example that I'm giving. The girl that I'm thinking, and is a girl too that I'm thinking of. It was a few years ago. She had some tapings too. And they fucked her over. They fucked her over because it stunted her growth. Yeah. And I knew it was going to stunt her growth, but I'm not on the business side of it so that my opinion matters. I was right in the end. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. This is going to fuck her over. And it did. It fucked her over. You don't see her anywhere. Like, it fucked her over.
I feel you.
And you have to grow into it. But again, that's why when they push you, they think they're being, we don't have enough, I don't know, women. We don't have enough fat guys. We don't have enough this. But get that. Get the woman, get whatever you want, but get the ones that are ready, that are good, so that their career explodes.
If you get
Or
like
just stop
two
doing
comics
this.
who are equally as good, and one of them's, gay, fat, and black, and the other one's white, and you're like, you know what? They're just as good. Let's go with you know what I mean? I understand at that point. But if you go into auditions being like, all right, we need 2 black guys,
it's the
we
worst
need one
thing.
gay guy, we need.
Because sometimes you get lucky.
Crazy.
Sometimes you'll get the black guy, you'll get the Greek guy who's fucking awesome, and it fits.
Exactly.
But sometimes that's all you're like, I need a. That's why I don't think like. That's why I don't book like that.
Yeah.
You're funny, you're there. So if people are at my shows, let's say, did he book me because I'm black? Did he book me because I'm Jewish? No, you book there because you're funny.
Yeah.
If you're not funny, there's no way I'm gonna book you to ruin my fucking show.
I think that the quota shit should be completely eliminated.
The
but
quota shit is not with me.
From
If
comedy,
you see a woman at
from
my show-
life in general.
And you see women at almost all the shows that I have, it's because they're funny. So you don't have to worry, like, is she there? Because no, they're funny. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
That's why they're fucking there. They're funny. So enjoy it for what it is. I don't have an agenda. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not what am I, HR? I'm gonna put who's ever the fuck funny. And if you see these women, it's because they're fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
They deserve to be there. That's all it is. And that's how it should be for everything.
100%.
But the business side, they don't care. And I found out a lot of stuff too. I talked to Abdul a lot. He knows a lot of the insides. Found out a lot about like the comedy recordings, the like the albums that they're doing. There's a lot of fuckery afoot.
some fuckery.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
remember.
fuckery afoot, bro. We're getting fucked now. We're getting independent comedians. Like it's like JFL's doing the opposite.
JFL's outdated. I don't think
of helping them.
I don't know. I hope for the best for JFL because it's a great thing.
Well,
to
they have some good people like on the off JFL side in English. What's that girl's name, bro? She's the one who was running off JFL this year.
Isabella.
Isabella.
Yeah.
Tall, very pretty.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
She's great.
She fucking loves, I think, like the local scene. I had met her that night when we were when I had met Joanna. Super into comedy here, talking about do you have any ideas on how we push these fucking comics here? There's a lot of good comics in the city and they don't get breaks and shit like that. So we were talking a lot about that. Like she gives a fuck about making their careers.
Yes.
Very, very rare did we have people that passionate here about just the local scene.
Yeah.
And that motivates people. That motivates the comics here when they have someone like, okay, if I do well enough, she'll ask me to maybe produce my own show for off JFL.
Yeah.
I'll meet people at like me, let's say them, I met them there. I met them at JFL this year. And I was only doing French. I didn't do any English shit this year. I didn't want to do any English shit.
Okay.
I just did French shit. And that's how we met. We met at one of the parties. We shot the shit. I liked them. And you meet people, your career grows with all that by giving these kids, I say kids, everyone. Some people are older than me, but
the only way anything happens is to start with building people up. And people just use Montreal and then leave.
yeah.
Nobody wants to make Montreal work,
But in our defense now, like now that we have guys like that, we have a lot of people. We have like, let's say Isabella, for example.
Yeah.
You have to take advantage of that shit.
100%.
If you're a comic, you have to speak to her. If you have something to offer, because a lot of people are scared, I guess, because of how it used to be. You can't get on. There was gatekeepers, as they call it. So they go, what's the fucking point? Now that shit's changing, like you have people like, I don't know, off JFL. Main JFL, the album shit, I'm against what they're doing. But the her and stuff, the people should talk to her, try to get organized for the summer.
No, for sure. It's great, man. And I mean, the scene now since the pandemic, I gotta say, in English, there's a lot more. There's a lot more people.
Yeah.
So it's like, give the scene fucking 2-3 years, let these people get experience and become actual pros. And we're gonna have a huge selection of pros in the city.
But this is a very touchy time now. If it's not done properly, it's gonna go back into the dark ages.
Yeah.
Whereas in the French, they work so hard, so they have such a good talent pool. They do so much.
Yeah.
Here now, there's so much, and we're doing rooms. I'm trying my best to like apply whatever connections, whatever I have that could help. I'm trying my best. I'm doing whatever the fuck I can. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. We'll see. But we have to create something in English here.
Yeah.
That's sustainable. That works.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or else it's dead in the water. It's never gonna.
Yeah.
This is our opportunity now. There's so much talent. There's enough people.
Yeah.
That it could work.
It's either
Because I
gonna
like a lot of the young guys, like the guy that's like fuck, I keep forgetting his name, the Greek kid that is like Poseidon's little brother.
Yeah.
The fuck's his name? Bro?
My Sammy Beans.
Yeah.
No, dude, fuck him, dude. He fucking got a girlfriend and stopped doing comedy.
The
bro.
girl that was with him at the show. Yeah.
That's
He said it wasn't that. He said it was the job.
Yeah.
He's getting
What
used
job?
to it. He talked himself into a job that was like some accounting job that he shouldn't be doing, and so he has to
That's
learn.
such
What
a
to
Greek
do.
thing.
He pulled a Kramer.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But no, that's also something that really sucks is that like because there's not real money in it, people have to just stop doing it and get full-time jobs, and it's so hard to work 40 hours a week and then go do fucking open mics, bro.
Yeah.
What are you gonna fucking go to Grumpy's after you just worked fucking 10 hours? You were up at fucking 5 a.m. bro.
I've been there, bro. I know. It's
You
fucking
gotta do
brutal.
it, but
for the
it's
longest
just
time.
you know.
Bro, it was brutal sometimes, and the snow too.
I've been with him for a good part of that. We used to go to shows and shit.
Yeah.
See him
shit
perform.
shows.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's hard, you know. Your brain's not focused on being funny. You know, you get there. Sometimes you do sets and you're not doing as well because of the job interfering with the way your brain's going and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
It's fucked up.
Sometimes if you're a comic and you don't, you're kind of broke and shit and it stresses you out, it could fuck with you.
well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I think
Not
that
just work. I think the broke thing would fuck with you more than
I think
He
the
doesn't
broke,
like being broke. It's
yeah,
one of his
no.
biggest pet peeves.
Yeah.
I think that being broke is like a good like inspiration. You
It's
know.
a huge motivator. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
if you like buying shit.
yeah.
Being broke will fuck with you, bro.
Well, yeah, 100%, dude. I fucking broke this arm.
You didn't
Okay,
break
we're
it. Trust me.
You didn't break
I don't know.
I'll
Like,
break you that motherfucker. No.
like I like when I'm going through some rough stuff. I find that always some good comes out of it with comedy.
Oh, 100%. But
You
not
know-
just comedy, just life in general. There's always you always have to look at the silver lining. Because if you don't look at a silver lining, then that's it. You're done. You're one of these. You're gonna become one of these cynical people in the future. You're gonna be like 60, angry at everyone.
You have a
guess,
fucking
yeah.
mustache that twirls and shit.
It's like when shit's fucked up and then comedy's good. It's like that's the good thing, you know. And then you love getting on stage and you love doing comedy. The saddest thing is when people get careers and don't like doing it anymore. Like it's crazy to me.
What's the plan with the third floor? What are your goals with that place now? Because it really evolved from when you first opened it.
Yeah, I mean, we just started. We wanted to try a show. Pandemic ended. I needed stage time. I was like, I need to start my own show to make sure I'm getting enough stage time right now. And then it evolved into a couple shows a week. And it evolved into actually opening a comedy club. Now what I want to do is I want to build up all the days, get at least 5-6 days a week going full. Then we could start bringing in comics from.
How
you
was
know,
the Joe Bartnick weekend?
Joe Bartnick was great, dude. Got a fucking shout out from Bill Burr on his podcast. Go see the fucking show. And we still had trouble filling the room, you know? It's very hard right now in Montreal to fucking, so that's what I'm trying to do. It's getting better every week. I see the progress every week. So I know that there's, a point that we'll reach where everything's full. And then we can start doing things, bringing people in. I don't want to bring anybody that I respect into the city to do a fucking empty room. Whether I'm paying them or not. Like, they're getting their money, sure. But it doesn't feel good to fucking do a fucking 10-person room. You're on the road. It doesn't fucking feel good, man.
Yeah.
I want people coming here and wanting to come back here. You know? I want people to want to perform. Because the third floor is the best fucking room for comedy in the English scene. Nobody can tell me different.
And the owners of Stogies, they're very supportive.
Yeah, they love it, dude.
Bunch of Greek guys.
Bro, dude.
Don't trust these Greek guys, but Greeks very suspicious.
Dude, listen, they're family, man. I've been working there for 5 years. That was my first like legit. And okay, I got a job working at Buonanotte. Okay, and the owners weren't the greatest guys. I had to find time there, but I see how they are. And I just had a pessimistic view on the world. Then I got a job at Stogies, and I didn't really want the job, to be honest with you. And slowly, I saw that these guys were actually good people. They would say things that, like, I think people just say because they think it's the right thing to say, but then they would actually do it. You know what I mean? Like, they actually cared about employees. They actually cared about people, which gave me some fucking faith in humanity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're great guys. They want the comedy club to fucking work out. There's no fucking money in it, dude. They're not doing it for fucking money. They want a comedy club. They like the idea of having a comedy club up there. We got fucking Bill Burr that comes by Stogies once a year. If he has a fucking comedy club upstairs, he's fucking happy, you know?
Is there gonna be any more renovations?
So there is something that we are waiting on doing.
Moving the bar?
Moving the bar.
Oh.
But right now, that would just be counterproductive for us.
But but that would be the best, moving the bar further back.
Oh, dude. Well, so we're just going to tear it down completely, and then we can fit, 75, 80 people in there. But for right now, on the nights where, the open mic nights where we have maybe 10 people in the crowd, having a 70-person room versus a 40-person room with 10 people in the crowd, it just feels
better,
worse.
yeah.
So it's like...
the bar would still be there, it'd just be further back, right?
No, so we're putting the bar on the other wall. So we'd tear down the bar fully and then have the bar on the wall.
Which wall?
When
Right
you walk
now,
in.
the path
Where
to
the
the
bathrooms
bathroom.
are?
So then people would get to the bathroom from where the bar is now. There's no bar there, but there's a little passageway.
Yeah.
You just walk through that passageway, go back to the bathroom, and then the bar is on the hallway.
Oh, really? How would that work?
I mean, I'll show you next time you're there. So there's the bar is in the middle of the room. Tear down that bar. There's a door behind there. Not a door, but like a
Yeah, that
wall
little
that you
area.
walk through.
Yeah.
It's like a brick wall. So you walk through that brick wall, and then you're in the back area.
Yeah.
And then the bar will be up against the wall, which is the
And it
hallway
makes
to the
sense. It
bathroom
would
now.
work.
Yeah, it would work. We don't need a big bar up there. It'd be great because that room, dude, that room with fucking 80 people in it. The room would shake.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
fucking shaking. Because already you get fucking 40 people in there and it feels fucking amazing.
Yesterday was
dude.
fun.
Yeah, dude. It's just low ceilings, fucking tight walls. It's perfect for comedy. It's exactly, the room we fucking
Oh,
needed.
12 people sometimes it feels like fucking, oh shit.
Dude, that's literally like if you
Well,
have
that's just what
10
they're saying
people
when
in
you're
there.
saying you rape stuff on stage. They're all just like, oh shit.
But no, for real, like even the shitty nights where there's fucking 5 people in the crowd, it's still a good room for comedy because it's just made for comedy. You know?
Yeah. You have any comedy rivals?
But yeah, bro. Kanye.
That's got to end, bro. This rivalry's got to end, bro.
That's
No,
really
I don't-
fun.
I
Someone's
don't-
going to firebomb
really
the third
fun.
floor.
I do have to say, if anybody's listening to this who doesn't like me because I'm not booking them, that's the worst situation that I have to say. Opening a comedy club and not being able to give spots to people you're friends with sometimes, it sucks. It doesn't feel good. And hey, it's the worst thing for my own comedy. I'm so busy with fucking making sure the club's going that I'm not doing as many sets as I should, but it's part of the process, man. I got to do it. I got to be fucking Moses. If I don't make it into Israel, bro.
I get harassed a lot too for the bordel. The thing is, some people haven't realized, like some people will talk to me and be like, how come you're not? And I don't even know them. I just met them.
Yeah.
And they've been doing open mics for like 6 months. And it's like they're not understanding it's not an open mic.
Literally,
You're an open mic, I
that's the
can't book
problem
you.
with the city. There is no respect for anything when
Yeah.
people first start because there's not really anyone to look at.
Yeah.
I think you will, like everything in life, you will get booked when you're ready.
Yeah.
I come from a sales background. So if you're not making any sales, it's 100% your fault.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
So I understand that concept very well of like, oh, I need to fix something on my end. You know what I mean? So if you're not getting booked, it's unless the person is I don't know, a piece, I don't know, like a gatekeeper or whatever. I don't.
Yeah. Some people are just assholes.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure. It happens.
But if you're good enough, you're
Yeah.
you're gonna get booked somewhere.
Because anybody who wants to put on a
Someone-
good
if-
show rather have the good person.
Exactly.
Unless you're a piece of garbage and they're like,
100%.
he's good, but I don't want to do his bullshit.
100%.
If you're a good
there
person,
you
you're
go.
going to get booked.
Exactly. So it's always 100% with you, because I've had months in sales where I've killed and months in sales where I did astronomically garbage. And
Hey, why don't you, now that I think about it, why don't you talk to like Isabella to prepare something for off JFL next year? Prepare it months in advance.
Possibly, for sure. We were working with them. They kind of split up. I was working with them with Bad Boys, and then Bad Boys split up, and they were busy with JFL and everything. But yeah, for sure, man, 100%. I saw Isabella actually at Bordel.
She came, yeah.
She
She's
was
come
there
to a lot of shows.
the night that I was on. She was there. It was great to see her.
Yeah, she I told you she's a big like Montreal comedy advocate.
No, she's awesome. And the one thing with her is that like she believes that people are stars right away. You know what I
she's
mean?
good.
And that's what you need. You need someone who believes in this, believes in the comedians, believes in the scene, or else it's not going to go anywhere. You know, when you have people telling comedians that they could put a homeless person on stage and sell out the room,
Oh, that's
it's
that's
not doing
what
good
Mark
for comedy.
Breslin apparently said back in the comedians in Ottawa, Toronto, wherever he was, the Yucks.
Yeah.
They had like, we got to make a you. We're not getting paid well. And then he's like, nobody gives a shit. I could put homeless people on the stage,
Yeah.
and they come for the yucks, not for the comics. Something
It
like
happens
that.
in
that's
Montreal
retarded.
too, man. And that's the problem
Yeah.
with the English scene is that like, you know, the people who aren't comedians that are doing it in the English scene, who are producing shows, are really just doing it for money. They don't give a shit about the future of the comedians. They don't want people to get good because then they don't get to fucking access them as easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get
that's such a fucking backwards way of thinking, though.
yeah. It's just
That is so backwards, fucking.
But not her. She's like, she wants people
great.
to do well.
She's
Yeah.
no,
really
I know, I
like
know.
honestly.
I just hope she doesn't give him confidence.
That's too late, bro. Too late.
You're
She doesn't-
awesome, kid.
She doesn't need to, bro. I make it myself. baby.
You're awesome, kid. You're gonna make it someday.
and I mean, even like,
So I'm
dude,
speaking in a squeaky voice.
she put together Bad Girls du Rire.
Oh, that was her that put it together.
And dude, what a great show. Like, honestly,
that turned out good, I heard,
What
yeah.
a great fucking show, man. I always thought, like, all gay shows or all woman shows, or I always was like, come on,
theme,
why do
yeah.
you gotta do that? But then I saw it and I get it.
And it worked.
It's different.
Which proves that if it's good, it's gonna
anything
be
done
good.
right is gonna work.
Anything
Yeah.
done
Exactly.
right is gonna
when
work.
quality is priority number one.
Exactly.
it all
Hey,
works
I mean,
out.
if anybody wants to come see an all-girls show next Sunday, 7 p.m., third floor, Michelle is putting together the Millennial Girlies show, which should be a great fucking time. Lineup's a great lineup.
Yeah?
Be a good time, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Then we got the open mic after, which is going to be a bad time.
It's not a bad time if you know what you're getting into.
Exactly. That's the problem, is that if you're coming to an open mic
Thinking you're getting like a Saturday show.
Exactly.
Because yesterday's Saturday show was a
And
good
then I
fucking
pull
show.
up.
Great fucking show. The Saturdays have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But hey, if anybody wants to fucking discover any talent, definitely come check out the third floor open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to find people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
And
fun.
dude,
That's where I saw Georgia Seeley the first time. I brought him to
Nice.
Bordel. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love
Georgia Silly is a fucking force in comedy, dude. He's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, the third floor is like he can do whatever the fuck he wants at the third floor.
And that's how
forever.
he is. He does whatever he wants. He'll bully the crowd.
Yeah.
He's
Which I find
fucking
hilarious.
hilarious.
It's important. The comedians, this is the way I see it, at least. Once somebody is passed as a comic who is good for, real shows, I'm never going to tell them, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Once you're there, do what you need to do. If you need a bomb, 2-3 times to figure something else out, do it. Go. Be free. Because there's not really much of that in Montreal. And that's a problem.
Yeah. I'm with you. 100% with you.
You got to get weird sometimes to find something fucking great,
Well, kind of like the comfort zone. I didn't think it was going to get, after the first episode, the reaction it did.
Yeah.
Comedians and people were watching like, oh, fuck, there's something here.
People loved it. Yeah, there was when there's something there, you feel it right away.
I wonder how next week's going to go.
I think next week's going to be a lot of fun.
Finalize your lineup?
Well, no. So what I want to do is I want to come up with some new ideas. So I have a few people. We'll do the same stuff. We'll do the packy chip. We'll do the the waxing. But we're not going to do that for everyone. So I need some new ideas because I need to confirm with someone that they're down for something before
Yeah,
I book
obviously.
them on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We are going to start not this week, but next week. There will be one roast battle each show. It's going to be a 3-round roast battle, 3 jokes per round. Okay, and the winner carries over to the next week. So eventually we'll have somebody who wins 10, 15 weeks in a row,
Yeah.
and they're just fucking, the greatest
Dominating.
roaster in Montreal.
Yeah. Oh,
we can make a
I like
fucking
this.
belt, dude. We could fucking take it seriously.
I like where your head's at.
And then I have an idea. I don't want to say this out loud, but I'll fucking reveal it here. We pay them, and we give the winner the option to split the money with the person who lost or to take it all for themselves.
oh, I like that.
I think that could be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it.
Oh, you should speak to the off JFL people. You should do this during off JFL.
Dude, yeah, Comfort Zone would be an amazing fucking show for that. 100%.
You have
dude.
good ideas.
Thank you very much.
You're
dude.
welcome.
Thank you. And I need some more ideas. So anybody listening now, please hit up the Discord.
Hit up the Discord. Links are in the description. Go to my link tree wherever you want. Our Discord is open. There's over 700, 800 people on it now.
Fuck yeah.
Go meet your friends. Some people found love over there. A lot of people
they
just
did.
go and don't type. A lot of people just go and see what's new. But just go over there, type in the Comfort Zone channel any ideas you have for him to do, for us to do while we're there. Because the show is going to evolve. It was the first show this week.
Yeah.
It's going to evolve.
Yeah.
It's going to turn into something else.
Yeah. For a first show on anything, it was amazing. It was very good.
No, it was really a great, shout out to all the comics who got on. Shout out to even the people who came for the lotto spots. It really worked out fucking great.
I had a
And
good
also,
time.
hey, if anybody wants to fucking get on stage who's watching this, we got 2 lotto spots every episode. You can put your name in the bucket.
You never know.
I was enjoying it from the back where I was producing.
Yeah, but you weren't fucking paying attention.
You weren't paying
Poseidon.
attention.
I
We
couldn't hear. I
fucking
couldn't
talk
hear
to
well.
you and you're talking to me, bro.
I couldn't hear well because of the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, you're busy back there jerking off Samson.
Exactly.
You know,
bro.
if you had headphones on, though, you would have been able.
He's never gonna stop hitting.
Oh, you brought a broken pair of headphones. Come on.
I don't need headphones,
Look,
bro.
the pair of headphones is fine, bro.
You needed headphones.
There was the plug, I think.
No, it was a great fucking show. It was a great fucking time. I was looking at the chat and I was reading the comments. And
Yeah,
everything.
they
It
were
was
having
fucking
fun, he told
awesome.
me.
Oh, they
Yeah.
were having a blast in the chat. They
Yeah.
loved. Some people even wrote, I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but I'm loving this.
That's how I felt the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it in your eyes at the beginning. You were like, Josh, what are we fucking doing here?
Yeah, I don't know what
And then
this
by
is,
the
but
end,
I'm
you were
in.
like,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. But I was all in from the beginning. I wasn't ready to get up and
100%.
walk out. I wanted it to work out.
I loved one of your jokes.
Which
about a comic. Should I say it? I don't know if I should say it.
I mean, it's up. Say it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's already online, yeah.
sure. I'm fucking retarded. When you called him Sugar Free Sammy, the kid.
He called himself
I
Sugar
didn't
Free
call him
Sammy.
Sugar Free Sammy.
He called himself
He called
Sugar
himself
Free.
that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't. If I had headphones.
Yeah.
Can I just run? Go take a piss, man.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
take
fucking
a piss.
No,
explode,
you're not
bro.
allowed, bro. What is this?
You know where the keys are?
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought I was just
Okay.
being rude to the Indian kid? No, but I didn't.
It was him because you know why it made me laugh. I thought you called him that because a few weeks later I had called him like Dollarama Sugar Sammy.
Oh no.
So I guess and people laughed but I think he liked it and he kind of took it or something.
Yeah, no, Sugar Free Sam.
Oh,
But
I'm so
he
happy.
said it and I laughed. I go, oh, that's a good joke.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought you said it.
No, bro. I never met the kid. I'm not going to be mean to him. I don't know how he's going to take it.
I'm a piece of shit though. So
But it doesn't sound as bad. Dollar, because you can't speak. Dollarama, Sugar. It's so long.
Yeah.
But Sugar Free Sammy hits.
yeah.
But he did it himself. Yeah.
He took my retardation and
I don't think it had anything to do with you. I think you're trying to apply. You're trying to enter his thought process. You're like, that was me. It had nothing to do
it
with
was on me, baby. It was on me.
Sugar Free Sammy works.
Sugar
That's a
Free
good one.
Sammy works. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Here's Sugar Sammy-esque.
No, he's not Sugar Sammy-esque at all.
No,
apart
I'm
from being
talking about
Indian.
in the way that he looks. Yeah. I'm
that's-
racist.
Then by your logic, there's a billion people who could be Sammy.
Yeah, no, but Sugar,
Sammy, whose new tour is starting around April. The ads are already up on his social media. They're up on the French Cast. Every new episode of the French Cast is going to talk about Sugar Sammy's new tour. He's back here. It's number 2. You're gonna rear part 2. Check out Sammy's tour. Links are up on my Facebook and also on the French Cast too. So if you check that out, Sugar Sammy, one of the best comedians we got. Very, very hilarious. Man of business and man of comedy. Check him out. Very, very funny. You'll be missing out if you don't go to one of his shows. He's going to be in Montreal. He's going to be in Quebec City. Estrie. He's going everywhere. Yeah, this
Fucking
one,
hell.
he's taking it further.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because everyone, bro, all of his secret shows sell out so quickly.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to go do like a regular tour.
I love watching Sugar Sammy perform. The confidence he has, like even his videos that he posts online, the confidence he has with the crowd work is bananas to me.
He's a great man.
Yeah.
He's doing great things. I love him.
He's got a great sense of style.
Yeah, so Sammy's a good dude. Sammy's a good, he works hard, very, very hard.
Dude, it's Sammy's crowd work. There was this one show we did. I was hosting and he came by to close it out. And there were these 2 chicks from Ottawa in front. They wouldn't shut the fuck up the whole show. I tried to embarrass them. The crowd was turning on them. Sammy just stopped everything he was doing. And he just talked to them. He let them talk all they wanted, you know? And then he found one of them slipped up and said something bad about the friend. So he just looked at the friend. He goes, "You gonna let her say that about you?"
Oh my, he is
Bro,
a
by the
wizard.
end of it, one girl slapped the other girl and ran out of there crying. It was crazy, dude. The whole crowd's freaking out. Bro, it was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Went up to him
He
after
is
and
a
he-
master.
It's beautiful.
He is a
Sammy is the
master.
hands-off Eric Lapointe of the English scene.
I don't get it.
He's a puppet master. That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Oh,
to see, man.
fucking Sammy, bro. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Dude, and the whole crowd was clapping when they ran out.
Yeah,
of
because
there.
you wanted these dumb bitches to leave after a while. If they're just
100%.
talking and yapping.
Yeah, but the thing is normally you call someone out in the crowd and they leave. You know what I mean? The fact that you're just still sitting there with fucking 70 people looking at you angry, dude. You have no
Imagine
social
how
awareness.
much of a fucking social.
I don't know
awareness.
why some of these people buy tickets.
Well, that's
and
what it
go
is.
into a room where they talk with each other, but it's a room that you're not supposed to. Why don't you go to a room where? Why don't you go to a lounge where you could just shoot the shit with your friend? You won't have a guy with a mic yelling at you. It doesn't make sense to me. Like if I'm a vegetarian, I'm not gonna go to a barbecue restaurant.
and
You know what I think it
And
is?
complain. It
I
doesn't make
think
sense.
They go to watch stand up and they're like, oh, we're gonna go see some comedy. It's not the comedy that they like.
Yeah, but now
And then
you've
they-
committed. It's like going to the
I
movies. If you're going to the
understand.
theater, you go to theater, you're not going to start having conversations and yelling.
Yes.
If you're not black, you're not going to start yelling in the movie theater and disrupt everyone else. But it's some people, I guess, don't have these social cues. Like they don't know.
I when I was like 7 years old, I went to the Dollar Cinema, maybe older, maybe like 9 or 10 or whatever. I was at the Dollar Cinema. You guys have been to the Dollar Cinema?
I haven't been, but I know what it is.
Okay, so the Dollar Cinema.
Saint Laurent?
Grimy. No, Dollar Cinema is in
Carry.
Carry Square.
Oh, okay.
It was always $1 for a movie, and it puts the movies like that just left theaters 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
So you
I
wait
see.
a few extra weeks, you go see it for $1.
There was a version of it. It was $2 on St. Catherine when I was young.
Okay.
I heard about that actually.
I was probably thinking about the
What
sex
fuck was it?
theater.
I knew the name. I talked about it on a podcast recently. I just forgot. The Palace? I forgot what it was called, but it was...
Yeah.
So I went to go see Night at the Museum.
Okay.
And dude,
Historical documentary.
The black guy behind me, grown man, dude, yelling at like the fossils coming to life. He's freaking out, having a great time.
Yo, that's a T-Rex! Yo, dog, you see this? It's a fucking T-Rex! It's the best.
And that's when I knew I really like black people better than white people.
Yeah.
And then actually near the end of the movie,
Yeah, the white people are like, that's impossible. That could never happen. The black guy's like, yo, guys, you know, it's a fucking T-Rex. Let's go. Get excited.
And then end of the movie, a homeless guy walks up onto the stage because there's a stage in front of the fucking thing. Drunk, passed out, and we all just continued watching the movie. Nobody got rid of him.
That's a very Montreal moment.
Yeah, no, very. And that's actually Dollar Cinemas where I ran my first comedy show ever.
I thought you said when I ran my first train on an unconscious homeless man.
With Bernie.
Yeah. The guy I just met.
Le Palace.
Yeah, the Palace. Yeah, I remember the Palace. One person paid, then opened the back door for the rest of the group. Yeah, I don't know how Palace made money back in the day. I don't know if they were receiving those movies for free.
They pay very little for it.
Yeah.
The only real cost.
Would they sell popcorn and shit?
Yeah, it's selling. You go in, there's
cheap.
candy.
Cheap.
So
They
I
probably made money on
saw.
that.
I remember watching Wild Things at Palace. Remember Wild Things?
What's
with
Wild Things?
Nev Campbell. And I think what's his name? Kevin Dillon was there. What the fuck's his name? You never watched Wild Things?
Okay, I've never seen it, but I've seen it on Mr. Skin.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
there's a nude scene in it for
I
sure.
don't remember if it was a sexy movie, but the concept was hot because it was Nev Campbell and that other chick, the one that was married with what's this Charlie Sheen? Not Charlie Sheen.
Does she have like
Is it Charlie Sheen?
It's Kevin Bacon, by the way.
Kevin Bacon was in that.
Yeah.
Does she
In Wild
have
Things.
like
And the other guy.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon, not
and,
Ke- yeah.
Neve Campbell.
she wears the makeup from
Denise
Kiss?
Richards. What's her name?
Hold on.
The chick.
Oh, it's on Amazon Prime.
Denise Richards.
Let's look at the cast. Susie Marie Toller. Hold on. Denise Richards.
It was,
Denise,
okay, yeah.
Denise
So
Richards,
it was Neve Campbell, very hot Canadian actress. So it was the whole thing about how it's gonna be so sexy and you're gonna see them make out. That was kind of the selling point, but it wasn't a good movie. I remember it was a shitty made movie, but it was during the time where like action or sex sells, and they were trying to sell the sex appeal of these two very attractive women. And I guess everybody loves Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, everybody does love Kevin Bacon. But I mean, look, if you're
Everyone
selling it
loves
as this is
bacon.
a sexy movie, it's probably not going to be the greatest movie.
It's
you know?
never gonna be a sexy
Only fucking
movie.
Game of Thrones got away with it,
Being sexy.
being sexy.
Sexy.
Bro, Game of
called-
Thrones right away.
I don't watch Game of
dude.
Thrones.
Bro, Game of Thrones first episode, nude scenes immediately, and it's just like that's just how
I
they
heard
got
there's a lot
people to keep
of
watching.
there's a lot of incest in it.
There is incest, and I gotta say that I don't know if you know they released the spin-off of Game of
Incestuous
Thrones.
Prime.
Oh,
Like
it's
what?
not. It's a
And
prequel.
The incest in the prequel, I'm rooting for the incest now.
Oh,
Back when I first watched it, I was like, "That's gross" because it
I
was
see
weird.
what Kanye has against you guys.
Wait,
why are you rooting
I
for it,
started
though? What's-
watching The House of the Dragon. I'm 2 episodes in, I think. I have to.
So are you rooting for the incest too?
I haven't gotten there yet, and I don't understand why people are rooting. I'm just confused, and it makes me want to watch more.
So because if I can explain it to you, Game of Thrones is a show where there aren't really like magical powers. Not really. They allude to
what
things.
are you talking about? They have super magical powers, bro. Are you crazy?
What? Okay.
Okay, the fucking what's her name? Arya and the fucking God of Dead shit, bro.
Okay,
and the
sure.
fucking necromancers.
She learns the art and whatever. It's a different
Bro,
thing. It's an
there's a
art, bro.
lot of heavy-
She learns how to like steal things from people's pockets and shit and fucking
No,
put
no,
a
no,
ma-
no,
magical.
put a
Hold on,
mask,
no, no,
put a
no,
mask
no,
on
no,
her
no, no, no.
face,
You
put a
s-
skin mask on her
you-
face to change her appearance. You know,
You stop your Jewish propaganda. They skin people's faces, okay, and they keep them as masks, and then
Doesn't seem magical.
when they wear that person's face, they turn into the person. I'm sorry, bro, but that is some crazy, weird, freaky, deaky
It does
magic
sound
shit,
magical.
bro. That is crazy magical. They turn into by size, body, everything, bro. So you can't tell me that's not
that
magical.
does sound magical, bro.
That's magical as fuck, bro.
magicians do some
They
magical
shape
shit.
They shape
But
Bro,
there's
hold
always
on.
a way they did the trick.
illusion. But you're telling me right now, this guy puts on a mask of a lady and he starts turning into a lady.
No,
gets
that's
smaller
that's
tits.
Not,
What are you
that's
talking
not,
about?
But it's not. You don't see it like that. You
But
don't.
that's what
Either way,
happens.
well,
But
this
that's
isn't
what
the
happens.
point. This isn't the point. He didn't see Game of Thrones. Why are we going into this right now? We're ruining the show for him. I just wanted to say the fucking blonde people don't get burnt in fire. So if they keep fucking
That's
each
some
other,
magical shit.
they don't get burned by fire. So they have
But
to
hold
stay.
on, bro.
The
Hold on a
incest-
second. You mean one family only that
Exactly.
family doesn't get burnt.
The family who flies dragons.
But there's no magical shit, bro.
But
and
have
they
to
fly dragons.
Hold on, but they have to fuck each other.
they have to fuck each other.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
And dragons don't.
So
dragons
if he
like
fucks
them.
out of his league, out of his family, that
Basically.
kid, why don't they test it out, see if it works?
And incest doesn't work on them.
What?
Like, the repercussions of incest doesn't work on them.
Yes, that's none of them
Yeah.
are retarded.
No one's retarded,
No
yeah.
one's
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah.
Well, someone's retarded.
So you tell me there's no magical. Anyway.
Okay, but you know what I mean. That it's not like excessive magic. It's not like anything.
Boy,
else
these
in the
are
world
his
is-
sisters.
Hold
He's
on.
banging
What's,
his
what's
sister.
excessive
But yeah,
magic?
no,
I can't
so-
bring myself to. That's disgusting.
That's what it is. There's a brother and sister in in Game of Thrones that you're not with, but then uncle and niece in House of Dragon. You're like, fuck yeah, dude, that's a good couple. It's a power couple.
This is some Israeli shit, bro. I'm not down with this.
But hold
Listen.
on. What's excessive magic to you?
Fucking
Kamehameha.
Harry Potter with fucking wands and shit,
Nah, bro.
Fucking
But
levitating shit. Fucking whatever. There's some magical powers, but it's not like overboard. Everyone's a fucking magician, bro.
No, but it's the whole premise of it, bro. If it wasn't because of magic, the premise, I'm not using the right word. If it wasn't because of magic, none of those wars would exist, like with the White Walkers and all that shit. None of that if it wasn't because of
Okay.
magic.
But that's
It's
zombies.
literally-
Zombies exist
literally
now.
the creation of the White Walkers is because of crazy forest juju magic, bro.
Whoa, whoa. Hebrew hymns.
The White Walkers
It
are
doesn't.
zombies.
I'm with him. It doesn't sound magical anymore. You're just describing a bunch
Okay,
of dudes in a
I
forest.
have
would
to
say,
watch it.
I would
You
say
have to watch
there
it.
is some element of magic, but I just mean it was.
There's a lot
we
of
didn't have a
elements.
fucking 10-minute conversation
Dude,
on the magic. in Game
there's
of Thrones.
little forest
Why
children.
don't we start a Game of Thrones
Forest
podcast?
children?
There's forest children
Okay,
throwing
so?
balls of fire from their hands, bro.
Magically,
No, they're not shooting
What-
it from their hands. The
Yes,
forest
they are.
children. What are you
Yeah,
talking
they are.
about?
Where are they shooting it from? Towards the end of the last seasons, bro, where they're being attacked by all those White Walkers, being overrun at the tree and shit. And there's a dude that can literally fucking travel through time through a crow and can possess any
Yes.
animal.
Okay, fine.
Dude,
he's
like-
Whoa, I don't know about this. This sounds
Yeah,
magical
yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. That's
It's-
magical.
Like
That's
it's
magical.
a crazy show. There's
But
a
I
lot
just
of
mean
magical
it's
shit.
not like in the city. There's no like. It's not like everything is magical in this show.
Okay, like in Harry Potter, where everything's like doop-a-dip-dap-dip-doop and all that shit. Yeah.
100%. That's exactly.
This fucking
There's no
guy, bro.
jumping around frogs and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
For you to be
There's
magical,
no pictures talking, bro.
Yeah,
There's
none
no
of that shit.
fucking. It's
somebody needs to go fucking Allah Kazam.
Yeah.
like magic is like not a, like if a normal guy's walking down the street in Game of Thrones and sees someone do something magical, they're like scared.
It's not like a part of their life.
It's-
But it's still.
yeah. They're not gonna be like, oh, that is normal. That's vibbly flibbly doo. Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
But hold on, technically in Harry Potter too, they're scared like the
No, they're
regular
not.
the regular people. Though.
But that's not what the world of Harry Potter is
yes,
that
the
magical
world
world
of Harry Potter.
of these kids that keep getting molested by these teachers.
That's why fucking Malfoy was so mad, dude.
He kept getting molested.
Probably.
Makes sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
Fucking poor kid, bro. It makes you feel bad for him.
And then,
I wouldn't be
and then what are you
surprised.
gonna do, bro? You're gonna rat on the guy that could make you disappear.
Forget ruining your career. He'll fucking make you disappear.
He'll set you on fire.
He'll turn you into like a fucking fleshlight so you can continue getting fucked.
Flimmy flang flang
Yeah, my
fling. You
brain's
know, like what is that? What are these powers, bro?
That's funny.
They have to always rhyme in Harry Potter, eh?
No, they don't.
No.
No?
Flimity flume.
That's what I thought it was.
No.
You,
But it's not like, I don't know, bro. It's not
Bitches get stitches, you dirty bitches. Like that's what I thought it was.
what's very magical about Harry Potter, I understand you though. Like even the paintings, like everything has an aspect of magic into it. I understand where you're
Magie.
coming from.
Exactly. Yeah. That's all I was
Like
trying
this
to say, bro.
in Harry Potter, like this fucking a coffee cup could be magical. You don't know.
Too much.
Exactly.
Whereas opposed to
You'd be but imagine living you're a child. They send you away to a fucking boarding school, and you don't know what's looking at you. You're trying to jerk off, and your alarm clock's like, ooh. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, some of those paintings in Harry Potter are definitely pedophiles.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of those paintings are having a good time up on that wall.
For sure. Fuck. I gotta watch Harry Potter. There's probably a lot of good ideas you can think of, like good shit.
We say they're pedophiles. And I gotta watch it, man.
Yeah, right away.
Fucking watch it, man.
He's like, my hard drive ain't full yet. Some space to remain. If you feel me, dogs. If you feel me. Yeah, I've never gotten into Harry. I know everyone loves Harry Potter. I think when it started to become big, I was just too old. I just missed the boat.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was the same thing with me too. Because I watched the first one, but then I was kind of like, I was kind of into it, kind of half not into it.
Mostly women were into it when it first came out, like my age group and stuff. But for me, I was like I saw trailers and shit. I was like, this seems like a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, it starts out as a kids movie, and then they get older, so it gets like But
That's cool, but I think you have to be a kid to start,
Exactly.
so you grow with them.
100%.
But I had just passed that, so for me, it was like I didn't. I love magic, I love all kinds of shit, but it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I know, I get it.
It
Apparently
felt like
gets-
Teletubbies. Like I get that
Yeah.
some kids would love Teletubbies. It's not for me. I'm not a kid.
Apparently, it gets really dark in the later on movies.
I'd love to see shit like that,
Yeah.
but I don't want to see it without
To
knowing the
get
context.
through the first-
I won't be able to get through all the rest.
100%. It
It'll be
makes
too
sense.
goofy for me.
Yeah, I get you. I
You
understand.
feel me, dog?
I feels you, dog.
You feel me?
I feels you.
Alex sent me a message. He said that he's watching a kids show
I watched
What is it?
a
with
kids
his
movie.
child. With his child.
Oh,
I
okay,
watched the
okay.
kids movie Alone recently. There was a new. I love the Halloween kids.
Oh, it's a new
movies.
Teletubbies on Netflix, and he says, and the baby in the sun has Down syndrome. Laughing my ass
no
off.
way, no way, no
That's what he
way,
said. Yeah,
no way.
yeah. You down with the sun, bro?
I'm
Down with the syndrome?
I'm down to start watching Teletubbies again just to laugh.
Well, you're not gonna laugh at a little baby.
Of course I am.
That's
I'm
insane.
a piece of garbage.
That is true, though. That has been well documented.
Have you guys seen any of like the families that make content with their like kids with Down syndrome?
That's weird.
No, that sounds horrible.
It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing, and I follow a bunch of them. Dude. I don't follow, but I get it in my algorithm.
I didn't know. I thought that's illegal.
They waited to their kid with Down syndrome is doing something like
Down syndrome-y?
So yeah.
Oh, it's just
start
black,
filming them.
bro.
Their own child.
They just put a heart on it, so it's all good, you know.
That's horrible.
And it's like, but like if these kids pop off enough, they get to fucking. But okay, the funniest part of
But I'm
it
the bad guy. Okay.
is every once in a while, it's a normal thing with people for Down syndrome. They get a little sexual. They
Obviously.
get a little weird. They hug someone a little too long, dude. And they're just like filming this, and they're like, it's so cute. It's like, why do you gotta put that online and fucking? Dude,
You're
it's crazy.
embarrassing the kid.
It's wild, dude. It's wild.
Fuck these parents.
Bro, it's just the baby's black, bro. Tell him to calm down.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't have Down syndrome. It's black in Teletubbies.
Are you watching the show?
I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm watching. I'm looking at images and
So
somebody.
shut the
edited
fuck
it.
up, bro.
I just wanted to fuck with him.
How would that fuck with him? He's actually watching the show. He knows
You're
that
right,
what you're
you're
saying
right.
is
Clearly,
real.
it's clearly not a black baby.
No, but like anyway,
Bro, that's
whatever.
literally like someone like
No, but because I like people that I haven't seen anyways, whatever.
that's like you're at home and he calls you. He's like, I'm at your house in front of you right now. I'm like, well, no, I'm in my house. I know that you're not there. I'm right in front of you right now. It's like, but I know you're not here. I'm right at the wall. There's no one here. Yeah, you're right. Like it's such a. You have Down syndrome.
I probably do. I'm probably
You're definitely down with the syndrome.
there's something down about me.
I feel bad that the families would do that to their kid.
I mean, dude, I think that like, okay, I don't know. I'm getting too extreme here. I don't know the details of it. But it's like even like when I went to sleepaway camp, they had the crew of the kids who, had disabilities.
The Downs.
Yeah. Down's a bunch of different kinds, all of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And, they would keep them together during the day, but then they would put them in bunks at night.
With,
and it was like,
with other people.
yeah, dude. And there was this one guy who was 26 years old, but he looked like a kid, and he would just jerk off like crazy.
They had
in the
hold on a
room.
second. Hold on a second.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on a second.
Literally,
They had a 26-year-old grown man with Down syndrome.
or something. I don't know what it was. but
Whatever, a
something.
mental disability, hanging out with a bunch of children at night, sleeping together.
They put them in the bunk with the 15-year-olds, and he used to jerk off and fuck his stuffed animal and tell everyone about it and yell about it. And then, like, the counselors who were women, he would tell them he was in love with them and he was touching himself to them. And it was just like, we'd all laugh and be like,
Back in the day, though, that is how it was. Back in the day, it was just like, bro, it's what it is. He's a retard. Just deal with it. That's what it was back in the day. You would just
But
deal with it.
those were my
Retardo
funnest
Pete.
days in day camp.
We've talked about,
I mean, yeah, it was
funnest
amazing.
days in day camp for him were last summer, bro. It was when he was there, and like, isn't he a little old to be here? He's like, aren't you a little young to not get fucked by me? So he, no, but I remember like Retardo Pete, we talked about it on the podcast a lot.
Yeah.
I had a guy who was like very old. He was like, I was what, 12? He must have been 30. Retardo Pete even worked with me when I was at Harvey's, and he was crazy.
Yeah.
He killed a pigeon. Well, he found a dead pigeon. He brought it to the kitchen, smacked it. Go, cook this for me. And like, get the fuck out of here. They're freaking out. That was insane, bro. Insane. Yeah.
Cook this for
A pigeon.
Oh my God.
He found a pigeon, bro. He brought it in the kitchen. He has to clean
pigeon.
everything after.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they lost their minds. I remember Ricardo Pete. Yeah, and he would spend all his money on that shitty strip club in Park Avenue.
So was he like not? He was like slightly challenged.
I think it was
Severely challenged.
Severe.
From what he's
Go to
told
the
me,
strip club.
But he was also an asshole.
Okay.
So just because you're handicapped doesn't mean you can't be a bad guy.
100%,
I know a lot
fully
of
agree.
shitty handicaps.
Where did he make his money? From Harvey's.
No, they used to pay him in hot dogs and shit, so I don't know how the fuck.
It's true, eh?
Yeah, they used to pay him in food.
Do you
I don't know
think
if
he
maybe they
also-
had a small check too because the government pays so you could
Yeah.
employ
Yes.
people like that. But mostly he would just eat food.
Do you think he also paid the strippers and hot dogs?
No, not a chance. But he would spend whatever check he had, he would spend it there. I remember that Ricardo Pete. I remember but he'd be mean. He wouldn't even work, bro.
Really?
He tried to put it on me because I was younger and he'd be like, "Fuck you, are you crazy, bro? You know what you're dealing with." So I would get him in trouble.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, stop fighting with him in front of customers. You can't yell retard at the top of your lungs. It's Harvey's.
What's he doing now? Do you see him? You see him anymore?
Last time I saw him was years ago. I was with this girl, and there was a Dairy Queen on St. Catherine, close to where the Hyatt is, or now it's the Doubletree, the Hilton. There was a Dairy Queen right there where the Starbucks is now. I don't know if it's there might still be there.
It's still there, yeah.
I walked in
I know
there
what
to get
you're
ice
talking
cream, and I saw him, bro. And he's looking at me. And we know each other.
Oh, you
and
told me about this.
And I told the girl, I don't want to. You get ice cream. I want to get an ice cream. Cause I know this guy, bro. He's a spit or jerk off. He was just staring at me. So I was like, nah. And then I couldn't do anything with that girl because I was like, I think he's spitting her fucking ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not all. Most people with problems love me, but the shitty ones, I call them out on it. I catch them quickly. Because I don't play that shit. Some people are like, oh, well, I'm not going to say it because he's handicapped. If he's bad, I'll say it. Like, you're a piece of garbage.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. You know,
Yeah.
someone's an asshole there.
And that's, bro, it's happened to me too. It's been misconceptions. Like, sometimes the girl's like, stop. Everybody's weird with my little brother. You have to treat him like a regular person. And I go, well, no, I'm going to be a little bit. No, physically, all that, you have to be. You guys are racing or whatever. You have to treat him like you would, like try to cheat, like you would, like how you are. You're a fucking asshole. It's like, this is crazy, but I didn't care. So I fucking threw him off his wheelchair, bro. And I fucking, I won. I won, bro. I called him a bitch. So stupid. Listen. Third Floor Comedy Club. I want people to know that they can go there almost any day of the week.
Yep.
We're hosting shows at the Bordel every Tuesday. Get your tickets. That's, I think, as far as English nights go, holy shit, bro. That's some high-level English night. That's a fun fucking night.
Bordel?
Best club, bro. Best club in the city.
Best club in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
beautiful. Insane. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing club. You show up. You don't know who's going to be there. Mike shows up a lot to do sets. So Mike Ward
Bro,
is
I
his
had
club.
2 friends that were going to come out to the show, and then they canceled, and they were very sad.
Oh, that night when Mike was there? Well,
they should
I
have
keep telling
fucking
people, don't
canceled.
cancel because there's always big surprises. I'm there every single week. So if you're a fan of the podcast, you can get to see me. Poseidon's mostly there unless he has to take a shit. He's there.
I really enjoyed seeing Wasim perform.
Wasim's been
Wasim's
killing it there.
amazing, bro.
Oh my
Abdul
God.
killed it too. Yeah. A lot of,
Great that he's fucking in town right now.
Huh?
Great that he's in town right
Yeah,
now.
he's good.
so
I don't know
fucking
when he's
funny,
leaving. I'm
man.
going to talk to him. He didn't send me his info for his paycheck. I got to get that shit because I got to send an email. So all that. But check that out. Look, Poseidon, follow him online. Poseidon's handle is theposeidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. But just go to his website.
Yes.
IamPoseidon.com.
Yeah.
IamPoseidon.com. Everybody look at that face. IamPoseidon.com. Links in the description. Most important thing is Patreon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Join the Patreon. Get exclusive content. Watch all our shows first. Tell your friends. Share it. This man right here, Jossie Shapirs. Josh, tell us
Just
where you're going to be.
follow Third Floor Comedy Club on Instagram. Third Floor Comedy Club on Instagram. You'll see everything. And you could follow me, Joshua Shapiro, on Instagram.
You're also on Twitch.
I'm also on Twitch. Don't follow my Twitch.
Unless you're a degenerate gambler.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're a degenerate gambler, stay away. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Third Floor Comedy Club on Instagram.
Check us out. You know where we have shows. Check out the podcast. Check out the Patreon. Check out the website, panteliscomedy.com. Thank you all, and go fuck yourselves.